Visit an OMF location today to see the original Mattress Factory difference for yourself.
Dave Baker for Beaver Toyota of Cumming. Looking for a new truck and looking for a great deal? Simply go to beavertoyotacumming.com/Dave's Deals and save money on a new Toyota Tundra. The Toyota Tundra from Beaver Toyota of Cumming is the official truck of the Home Fix-It Show.
New investigations break on Channel 2 Action News. We get problems solved, plain and simple. Every day we follow the facts.
Started digging, only to find...
Getting you the answers you need now.
We have live. Team 2 coverage.
Channel 2 never stops advocating for you.
An investigation regarding your tax dollars.
We're more than just Atlanta's news.
A warning for consumers regarding...
We've got your back all over North Georgia. See what's new, live, every day at 4, 5, and 6 on Channel 2 Action News.
Hey, I have got an exclusive, money-saving, $29 offer to keep your family safe and warm. Hey, it's Chris Chandler for TE, Certified Electrical, Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. After my fall checkup, I have total peace of mind, and you can too. New TE Certified customers pay just $29 for a fall checkup. But hurry, offer ends October 31st.
TE Certified, we love your home.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Susan, I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic is terrible.
It sure is. But on top of that, gas prices have been skyrocketing. I can't believe how expensive gas has gotten recently.
Prices at the pump are up, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
And does that actually add up to anything?
I've made around $200.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code AUTO for an extra 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or any gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code AUTO for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code AUTO for 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up.
All right. Got another one here for Ask Stefan, as long as we have the time. This is Crestfallen in Douglasville. It's actually Derek in Douglasville, but he just gave us his name. Come on, let's do something here. Down in the dumps in Douglasville.
Yeah, there we go.
Really named Derek writes, my 14-year-old son is just not progressing the way I think he should be at this point in his life. Notable behaviors include constantly dirty room, leaves cups and trash on the table, and leaving his shoes in the hallway, C average in school. I'm tired of always riding him. Please help. He's asking Stefan to please help.
Yeah, I got to say, when I read this list, dirty room, you're talking C average in school, this is worse than odd behavior. This is borderline psychotic for a 14-year-old.
A lot of us, this is why you're the expert, because a lot of us kind of saw that and said, well, very typical.
No, not at all. No, that's something is dreadfully wrong.
He's not talking about finding urine in cups.
No.
Well, I mean, that's
it could be worse. Yes, you're right.
What I'm saying is, I would consider that somewhat normal for a teenager.
This is where I need to talk directly to Derek.
Okay, Derek?
Because the danger is that you might blame yourself as a parent.
Are you talking to Down in the Dumps in
I'm sorry,
Dawsonville, Derek?
Yeah, that guy.
Okay, Douglasville.
Douglasville.
Yeah, want to make sure.
Ville. Look, don't blame yourself. It's not your problem as a parent. You're doing everything right. The problem is probably a lack of the correct medication. And that's where you need to get involved.
So you're saying you want to hook the kids on drugs as much as you can?
No, there's some specific medication for this.
That can certainly help. And I'm wondering, based on the advice you gave in the last segment, is it too late to paint his son's room black?
Oh, no. We're well past
that. Okay.
Oh, no.
All right. Wow.
We're so far past that. Yeah.
That's why it's important in the beginning to get it right.
So I want you to write this down. It
turns into urine in cups if you don't.
It's
what's wrong with that?
This is.
No, I didn't say it. I'm not judging. I'm just yes.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Look, it's a new pharmaceutical. It's a trimethylgobnitol. It's which is what they call it for short. That's the short name. So write that down. And it actually handles specific disease states and symptoms. It's for dirty room, shoes in the hallway, cups on the table, but not trash.
Okay.
So you're
going to
have
need some other drug
you're
for
gonna have
that.
To, exactly.
Yeah.
And for the sea average in school, there's like, you go with like a natural thing. Like there's a sea slug extract from China, from South China Sea.
Helps with the grades.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Well, see, now with that, initially when you start on it, the grades are going to go down, and so they might get held back a year or two, but then after 3 or 4 years, he'll be up with like B- average. So that C will absolutely go up.
If I ask Stefan when I'm learning today, whether it's about pets or children, basically the advice is going to be more drugs.
Yes.
Alex Williams says, well, thank you, Stefan. I appreciate it. And by the way, you want to get your questions in now, it's Ask Stefan, STEFFAN, @gmail.com. Alex Williams says 285 is a mess on the west side.
Yeah, all due to the overturned tractor-trailer crash cleanup, Eric. It's still on its side. They're still cleaning it up. 285 northbound, the inner loop at I-20 exit 10. Only 2 left lanes are open, and it is a bumper-to-bumper ride all the way back to exit 1, Washington Road, so 9 miles of delays there. Head up through downtown. It is slow, but it will save you a little bit of time. 85 northbound and getting up past the airport. A few brake lights approaching Cleveland Avenue. Then 75, 85 north, packed in from Langford Parkway up to Peachtree Pine Street. Southbound delays, you're looking at about 45 minutes out of Buckhead just trying to get down to I-20, and it's still a mess as well on that Buford Spring connector, Kobe Dawkins.
Yeah, Buford Spring connector going northbound just before I-85. Brush fire cleanup remains. It's knocking out that right lane, so stay to the left if you can, and the delays continue to stretch back into Midtown, so avoid it by taking Piedmont Road as an alternate. From the Corey Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
This is Scott Slade, and nothing takes the place of time when it comes to spotting problems with your health, especially cancer. The earlier the better. That's where virtual imaging comes in. Virtual Imaging's LDCT body scan can be invaluable, giving you more time for you and your loved ones to take charge of your health. They can detect tumors as early as precancerous virtually anywhere in your body, and aneurysms you may not even know are there. Due to overwhelming demand for a limited time, their $995 core body scan offer has been extended. It's a $2,495 value. Early detection saves lives, and now it's more affordable than ever. Virtual Imaging has gotten such great response to this offer that they've opened up more times in both offices, but appointments will fill up fast, so don't wait. Some minimum requirements may apply. Early detection is your best protection. To schedule your virtual imaging $995 core body scan, call 770-678-SCAN. That's 770-678-SCAN. Or make an appointment by visiting their website at virtualimagingatl.com.
When you come home after being away, you see your home with fresh eyes. And eventually, you'll roll up to your old garage door and finally notice how chipped and faded that rusty old slab really is. But that's the first thing people see when they come visit. A 250 square foot bent aluminum lime green garage door that also squeaks. Welcome to our home. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Our design consultants can help you find a strong, quiet, modern garage door that anyone would be proud to come home to. Modern materials that won't crack, dent, or fade. In contemporary styles that showcase your home's design. Call Mo Better Garage and let us show you just how joyful arriving back home can be.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
WSB Atlanta, WSBB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk. News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 5 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by QC Kinetics. Our top local story, the Cartersville man accused of threatening to shoot up the Atlanta airport appears in federal court. WSB's Veronica Waters reports live on what's next for the suspect.
All right, Bill. Well, Billy Cagle appeared in the courtroom of U.S. Magistrate John Larkins III, still in the baby blue polo he was wearing when arrested at Hartsfield-Jackson Monday morning. He wore a pleasant expression, cuffs on his wrists and ankles, and no shoes. Cagle had a calm demeanor, and before the proceedings started, it seemed as if one of the federal prosecutors actually mouthed across the courtroom to Cagle, asking if he was all right. Cagle smiled and wiggled his fingers back in a wave. Now, his family has retained 2 attorneys for him, Preston Halliburton and Renee Renee Rockwell, and Cagle stood and pulled out the chair from Ms. Rockwell when she arrived. Magistrate Larkins informed Cagle of his rights, and he set a detention hearing for Monday morning and a preliminary hearing for 14 days from now on November 5th. Reporting live at U.S. Magistrate Court in downtown Atlanta, Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
72 degrees in Atlanta, mid-40s by the morning before the sun returns tomorrow. What is the best day this weekend? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. An incident involving a self-driving Waymo vehicle in Atlanta has the attention of federal investigators. Here's a report all new at 5 o'clock.
The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration is opening an investigation after a Waymo was caught on video passing a stopped school bus with students getting off the bus and red lights flashing. The agency says the autonomous vehicle initially stopped, but then drove around the bus to avoid running into it. Based on the number of miles driven by Waymo's vehicles, the agency says the likelihood of other prior similar incidents is high. It's now looking into how Waymos perform around stopped school buses and comply with school bus traffic safety laws. Jennifer Perry, 95.5 WSB.
Stockbridge police are searching for a 38-year-old burglary suspect who escaped from Piedmont Henry Hospital. Brittany Caldwell is accused of stealing clothes and other items from a home on Blackhall Road. She was later taken to the hospital for evaluation. She escaped while being escorted to the restroom. Anyone with information about her should contact Stockbridge Police or Crime Stoppers. Her photo is posted at WSBradio.com. 2 people are killed in the latest U.S. airstrike on an alleged drug boat. It's the 8th strike overall and the first in the Pacific Ocean. The previous 7 were in the Caribbean. A former Georgia Public Service Commission candidate is arrested for allegedly stealing confidential information from Georgia Power. Patty Durand, a longtime critic of Georgia Power, is charged with felony theft of trade secrets. She was arrested by Capitol Police during a PSC meeting and booked into the Fulton County Jail. Durand was a Democratic candidate for Public Service Commission in 2022, but that election was never held. On National Teen Driver Safety Week, parents are urged not to overlook the condition of the tires on the car.
Alex Bibiak lost his teenage son tragically in an accident caused by bald tires. He started the Road Ready Foundation to raise awareness about tire safety and says one easy step is checking for tire tread depth.
It's a quarter test. You stick George Washington's head into the tread, and if you can see above the top of George Washington's head, so that's your first sign that I'm probably going to have to replace these tires.
He says proper inflation is also a true safety issue and says tires that are more than 6 years old, regardless of their mileage, should be replaced because they begin to decompose from the inside. Graham Carroll, 95.5 WSB.
The Woodstock Police Department is getting over $122,000 for DUI enforcement. The money comes from the Governor's Office of Highway Safety. Sergeant Jeremy Cochran with Woodstock Police says they'll use the money to make the roads safer.
This grant's crucial. The funding helps us to deploy our officers specifically to high visibility areas that need enforcement.
He says they'll also use the money to educate teen drivers about the importance of wearing a seatbelt and not being distracted while driving. It is now 5:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now it's live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic begins with Alex Williams.
What a mess over on the west side perimeter, Bill. Still got the Big Rig rolled over Big Rig crash cleanup in 2 right lanes, 285 northbound, the inner loop I-20 exit 10. That means only 2 left lanes are open, and it is a awful ride all the way back to I-85 there in College Park. Again, take 85 north up to 75. 85 north is an alternate. You will still encounter the delays, though. Highway 29 could also save you some time. And brush fire cleanup still in place. Buford Spring Connector northbound before I-85. Only a left lane getting by there, and that is absolutely ruined. Peachtree Street between Midtown and Buckhead. Work your way over toward Piedmont, or even think about using Briarcliff Road as an alternate. That will save you some time as well. Checking the ride northwest of the city, Kobe Dawkins.
75 northbound, it's a little sluggish beginning at South Marietta Parkway, getting into Kennesaw to Chastain Road, and also still in Cobb County, South Cobb Drive southbound right at Austell Road. You're dealing with a crash. It's blocking 1 right lane. From the Corey Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official plumber of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Clear and cool through the late night hours. Lows tonight dropping down into the mid-40s. Tomorrow, sunny skies, high 73. Sunshine on Friday with a morning low of 48, afternoon high 74. Saturday will be the best day this weekend to be outside. Partly cloudy, morning low 50, afternoon high 71. Rain showers return on Sunday. It's going to be breezy mostly cloudy and rather cool with a high of 65. Rain showers continue on Monday, high 63.
Right now, 68 in Sandy Springs, 71 in Fayetteville, 68 in Beaufort. More news at 5:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 3 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. A lot of scuttlebutt about the demolishing of the parts of the East Wing for the Trump ballroom. I mean, some people are against the ballroom. I get it, but I mean, this is a part of construction. It's the way it works, right? Obviously, they want to be able to, they don't want to have to leave the White House, go across some area, and then enter the ballroom. They want it to be a ballroom that you enter when you're in, which means you got to get rid of a wall.
That's right.
So
there is a demo day. There always is going to be a moment where where the construction is going on, and you have to finish the project before it looks good.
Right.
I understand what you're saying, that people are like all unhappy because they're having to break down a wall, but it also just feels like poor timing.
Why? If he wants to get this thing done before he's done, he wants it done this year.
Well, it just feels
What do you mean,
like
like
there's
it's
a
a
lot of other
metaphor?
stuff that we could be focusing on. Like the government should be running.
the renderings are already done. It's not like he's like constantly like changing any of the. Like, oh well, actually in this corner I'm gonna put some more gold here.
He does every once in a while say more gold. Every once in a while he does tweak it a bit. Not enough gold. But I'm just saying that if this was going to happen, presidents do update.
Yeah,
the
this
grounds.
is not the first time this has happened.
It's not the first time. Now I get it that people, this is a very polarizing president, so they don't want him touching anything. And I get that. But all I'm saying is once you knew they were building a ballroom, then you kind of know that there's going to be some. Because the whole concept of having the ballroom is he didn't like the idea that they had tents out there. You had to leave the White House, go into this new building. So obviously if there's going to be a ballroom, it's going to be a ballroom that is attached. And you know what? 30 years from now, people will be using that ballroom and it will have no political anything to it, unless he figures out a way to get his name emblazoned, like it's the Trump ballroom or something like that.
Yeah, maybe the
gold.
gold.
You just take the sign down.
Statue of his head.
Yeah, statue of his head. Maybe the gold can't be removed either, so that way it's like, oh my gosh.
You can always
It's
remove
poisonous if you touch it.
Yeah, you can always
Don't
remove
touch
it.
that gold.
All right, Dr. Joe is here because it's Wellness Wednesday, which means, by the way, I've been noticing when we go to break, the logo is not coming up. I don't need people to be able to tune in while Dr. Joe messes with my feet.
That's free entertainment. People would love that.
It may be, but I'm not going to be memed that way because I know the faces that I make when this is going on, and I know what I would do. It's actually pain, but it could be interpreted, either way. So
should we put it behind?
Yes.
Should we put it behind a paywall, maybe?
Let's do it. Yeah, behind a paywall. Or I was thinking maybe we should just have one of those NFL tents for when they.
Oh yeah.
Or the blue tent that comes up when I.
I mean, last week we did get this guy.
Dude, I'm watching Dr. Joe massage Eric's feet on the feed.
Yes, I agree. Thankfully, it did not turn into any memes that I know of. All right, and I never would know because I'm nowhere where I see memes. So Dr. Joe is here because it's Wellness Wednesday. What do you got for Dr. Joe?
More than 1 in 5 young adults in the U.S. are using cannabis or alcohol as a sleep aid, and it's causing quite a concern for people.
Well, first of all, is it a good sleep aid?
No.
Terrible sleep aid.
Terrible sleep aid because you don't go into that REM sleep, that deep sleep, and then you build up a tolerance to it. And what do you need? More. Yes. So
I thought that was the point.
Yeah. Well,
no. Okay. You're trying to throw me off the whole
yes,
thing. Okay,
yes.
Is it? I read a little bit on this, and it seemed to be like if it's more the CBD stuff and just a tiny bit of THC, you can maybe get.
Yeah, but still, it's still.
I take the
melatonin.
melatonin.
Melatonin. Too much sun.
Melanin.
Isn't she still on Stranger Things?
Yeah, I think she sure is.
I take the melatonin. And I don't know, is that terrible for me?
Well, the problem is
the gummies at night.
Yeah, if you take it, you have plenty of it, so your brain says, "I got plenty of melatonin. I don't have to convert serotonin into melatonin anymore,"
Right.
And so you start down-regulating your own production.
Yeah, but as long as I'm filling it in,
Well,
backfilling
forever.
it in with
Yeah,
forever.
just a forever thing. Yeah, okay.
It's nice. They're like orange tasting gummies.
Oh, yeah,
I like them.
that's what you enjoy
Sometimes I'm
it.
like, geez, I like to have 4 of these, but I don't want to do that.
Yeah, then
You have that many? Wait, you're having?
No, I'm saying I sometimes think I'd like to have more.
They're tasty.
They're tasty. They're delicious. As I'm falling asleep, I'm like, I'd like to eat like 4 of these right now.
Well,
but
you
that
That's
would
how I
be
feel
wrong.
about my vitamin C gummies that I got.
You
They're
Haribo's
so
then or
good.
something.
Yeah, I got.
Yeah,
You have
yeah.
the orange ones. I have the orange.
Yeah, with like the sugar on the outside.
Delicious.
Autumn, for the longest time, weren't you anti-vitamin? You were like, oh, you just pee them out.
No, never. I take
thought
so
you-
many vitamins.
Okay, I thought you
By
were
the way,
anti-vitamin.
that
for a
doesn't even really matter. I mean, so what you do then? That's fine with me because I just go. Well, that means I've got everything I
You
need.
reach your bowel tolerance, and you're passing
Yeah.
out what you don't need.
That's right.
Yes.
The bowel tolerance.
Bowel tolerance. That's
My
what it's
bowel
called.
tolerance
Well, I
is
had
very
trouble with that in college.
I still do.
No, Tim has bowel intolerance. His bowel can barely tolerate anything.
I will tell you something. My bowel is like a total. I wouldn't even say tolerance. I would say just downright prejudice.
Oh yeah, doesn't want to be part of the gang, huh?
No, it does not. Has terrible things to say about lots of people.
We've heard that off the air. Yeah, we want to talk to you about that
I'm
a little bit.
I'm kind of embarrassed by my own bowels.
Oh,
Anyway, what's next?
Have you heard of the 3x3 by noon viral TikTok challenge, Eric?
Well, if it's on TikTok, the answer's no, because I don't have TikTok.
The idea is to get 3,000 steps, 1/3 of your water goal, and 30 grams of protein before noon. And again, it's taken off. People seem to like it.
I hate everything on TikTok, but this sounds good to me. Like, get a bunch in early.
Well, that's pretty much
and
what
you're
it's
more
saying.
likely to.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, if you have 3,000 some odd steps by noon, the chances of you being closer to 10,000 by 9 o'clock that night is higher.
Yeah, although the studies are now that you may not need 10,000.
Yeah, I just do my walks around here.
Just move.
You know
Stay
where
in
that
motion.
came from? The 10,000 steps?
Probably some Japanese study in the 80s.
It wasn't a study, but a Japanese guy was selling a pedometer that he invented. And he said, you need 10,000 steps a day. And then it
that's
sort
kinda
of became folklore
the thing,
and
yeah.
science.
Well, the problem is that what does it do to your knees and all of that? There are other
Right.
things involved.
Mm-hmm.
And with
But
me, my
walking
Achilles.
is important. I mean,
You sounded
should
like
be able-
Taylor. You sounded like Taylor Swift there.
yeah, walking is so important.
She walks every day
Yes.
to her PJ.
I think that walking is the thing that everyone should do. It's low. Just walk.
It's low
Just
impact. It's
walk.
cheap. Yes.
You don't have to have brand new anything. Just get up and go walk. Take a walk every day. And I do mine while I'm here in the top of the bottom of the hours while you guys are listening to commercials and stuff. I'm walking the building. And I don't know what that ends up in. Probably 3,000 or something, given when you add all the other walking that I do.
We'll get you a treadmill so you could just be on the air, constantly walking.
Yeah, that's what people want to hear. An
Yeah.
out of breath.
Tim's got it.
When is this Zelensky ever going to?
When Eric gets frustrated, the speed goes up. You could jog.
These millennials.
That sound ties into another story if we get to it. I don't know if we'll get to it or not. Yeah.
What's the?
Here's a story Autumn will relate to.
Oh, I know what story Dr. Joe wants.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, is this a
I don't
vibrator
want-
story?
It is.
Are you asking for a vibrator story?
Well, it's how.
Are you a shock jock chiropractor? Is
I
that what's
am,
going
yes.
on here?
This is
Tune
from Rolling Stone here. These musician-loved sex toys take center stage as buzzy tools for self-care.
I started to read this and
Buzzy
the first,
Tools. I think we worked with him.
Oh, but he did traffic in Hartford, I
Back in
believe.
the 80s.
Hi,
Yeah.
it's Buzzy Tools, and boy, is it bad on
Yeah.
95. Don't worry, you're stuck in traffic.
I worked with a traffic guy in Hartford that thought it was funny to make animal noises while he was doing
What, do you moo and stuff?
Moo, yeah, he would do stuff like that. And then, we'd only been there about a week, and this is a
Move
rough
over.
kind of thing. And they pulled us into a meeting, and this guy who was doing the traffic and making mooing and barking noises as humor, at one point in the meeting, he says, "Hey guys, I gotta level with you. Show's not funny."
Not enough
About
animals.
your show?
Okay, listen, I will accept that from people who do things that I think are funny. I'm not accepting that from a guy who makes animal noises on the radio. So yeah,
You
that
still
job-
friends?
I don't think we were friends then, but I only worked there for about 2.5 months, surprisingly. Anyway, that's an aside.
Yes.
You wanted to let us. You really want to know about these sex
I
toys.
didn't want to, but it kind of tied in. We try to have congruency here.
Yes,
in the
we
show
do.
here,
We do
yes.
try to. That's the main thing. That's what it says right up there on the wall.
Congruency. Is that what the word is?
Yeah, that's the whole
Okay.
point here.
But Katy Perry apparently.
Somebody put a T in there. I don't think about them.
Katy
Yes.
Perry used one in a music video, and Chappelle Rowan talked about the
Chapel
one that-
Rowan.
Chapel.
I'm
Chapel
sorry.
Rowan.
Chapel
Come
Rowan.
on, don't
Heck, I
sound
don't
like you're
know.
65 years old.
I'm not. I'm almost.
Chappelle Rowan.
Yeah, she talked about one in a podcast of her favorite, and
Yeah,
so,
and she's saying like after a show, she likes to relax with her. And
Exactly.
we can't say the name of this thing.
No,
'cause
of course
the
not,
name
yes.
itself. But it causes
The Annihilator?
it has more of the actions of what's going
Oh.
on in the name.
Yes,
The
yes.
push and pull involved.
Yes, uh-huh.
But yeah, I don't know why this is a story. Like people are talking about how they get it on with themselves.
Well, I'm saying it's not to be ashamed of anymore. This is now
You know
out
what?
there.
There's a
self-care.
difference.
It's
There's a difference.
wellness.
Just because you keep it to yourself doesn't mean you're ashamed.
Exactly,
Can we get
yes.
past that? Like some things you just keep to yourself.
You don't have to
You
tell
don't have to
everyone,
tell
right?
everybody.
Yeah. You don't tell your wife what you know, and
Whoa,
no.
what? Hey.
Well,
Huh?
you should probably tell your wife most things.
Okay.
Yeah, what?
Well, he has not been married for a very
Should I
long
tell
time.
your wife?
No, keep that between us.
Okay. Good.
And the feet.
Alex Williams is checking the ugly ride around 285.
Whew, it is not a good one today, Eric. A little bit of better news. Some silver lining here over on the West Side Interloop. That overturned big rig crash cleanup, 285 northbound, the Interloop at I-20 exit 10. Now mostly off to the right. They're going to do all this cleanup on the right shoulder. Don't be surprised if they do block that right lane at times. You're still slow back to Washington Road. I still recommend heading up I-85 northbound past the airport as an alternate. Now a travel advisory. Crash, 2 left lanes, 285 eastbound, the outer loop into Cab at Moreland Avenue, exit 53. You can make your way up to I-20 eastbound and use that as an alternate. Now we got a big jam on I-75 through northwest Atlanta, Kobe Dawkins.
And it's a travel advisory 75 northbound just before Moores Mill Road, exit 254. That crash is blocking 2 left lanes, adding to the delay, stretching onto the downtown connector to Langford Parkway. You can avoid it by taking Northside Drive as an alternate. And this report is sponsored by the Georgia Lottery. Tonight's Powerball jackpot is $320 million. Powerball players can win millions playing in-store or online at galottery.com, only from the Georgia Lottery. From the Corey Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
It doesn't have to be like this.
You don't have to put up with it.
Shutting down the ramp from 285 east.
You don't have to sit in it.
It takes almost 30 minutes to go 400 south.
And you don't have to look at your phone to get out of it.
It is Atlanta traffic, and getting you out of it is what we do best.
We had a lot going on this morning through Henry County.
Updated traffic as often as you need it from local traffic reporters 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
It's a jackknife tractor trailer.
Triple Team Traffic.
95.5 WSB.
How Atlanta gets there.
You fell in love with her because she's unlike any other woman in the world. So why settle for an ordinary engagement ring you could find almost anywhere? Well, I know a place where you can design your own custom engagement ring. Terra Fine Jewelry Company. At Terra, the styles and designs are endless, and their expert jewelers make it easy to bring your personally designed engagement ring to life. Your bride-to-be deserves more than a cookie-cutter engagement ring, so explore the vast options of custom design rings at Terra Fine Jewelry Company in Beaufort, Georgia. Terra Fine Jewelry Company.
Your deck is more than just a place to flip a burger or have a cup of coffee. It gathers your friends and family on all your favorite occasions and is there to enjoy every day. Hi, I'm Scott Nelson, owner of Nelson Exteriors, and we build beautiful, high-quality decks at a reasonable price. We're licensed and insured, provide exceptional customer service, design help, and we'll work with the materials you want. Strength, durability, beauty. Decks done differently. Built by Nelson Exteriors. Get your free estimate. Google Nelson Exteriors.
Hey folks, Dave Baker here with a quick tip. When it comes to garage doors, longevity matters. Overhead Door Company of Atlanta has been serving Atlanta homeowners since 1935. That's 90 years of doing it right, day after day, door after door. Sure, new companies pop up claiming to be number one, but for real trust and experience, there's only one original overhead door, the one with the red ribbon on the trucks. Longevity matters. Quality matters. Call 404-USA-DOOR or visit overheaddooratlanta.com.
'Tis the season. Have you gotten your flu shot? At All Care, our experienced flu specialists are dedicated to providing comprehensive and personalized care, from vaccines to testing to treatment. And you can walk right in to any of All Care's 15 Atlanta locations and access our unique combination of primary and immediate care under a single roof. For flu season and beyond, say goodbye to waiting for the doctor and say hello to All Care, a proud member of the Piedmont Clinically Integrated Network.
All right. Joe's still here. It's still Wednesday. We all want wellness. So, Jared Yamamoto, what's the next story for Dr. Joe on this Wellness Wednesday?
The story is from NPR.
Ooh.
You have to talk like this. That's
I wish I was wearing a tie.
blah, blah, blah.
Mental exercise can reverse a brain change linked to aging, study finds.
Mental are these like the...
like a Sudoku.
Like a Sudoku or things like that.
Now,
yes.
see, I read this, and I heard they were saying that if you just do kind of like those sort of things, it doesn't do a whole hell of a lot. But if you do the actual... what's the thing? There's an actual test, and for 30 minutes a day, you would do this, and you're really pushing the boundaries with your brain, and you have to remember, it's like that whole image. It's like what Trump talked about, fireman, lady.
Television, fireman, woman,
like
dog.
those kind of things where you have this
recalls,
stuff,
yeah.
and you're recalling it.
Yeah.
And if you do it for 30 minutes a day, then you get like 0.02% effect.
Yes.
Which apparently is a lot when it comes to memory recall.
Well, the thing is, we don't want to lose it because as we get older, we do have a decline, and that's why socializing, good diet, and things like this, even just listening to the von Hessler doctrine, is stimulating to the brain, and that's actually good for you.
That's what we're pushing. That's what we're pushing.
Okay,
with
yes.
it's our new advertising.
Yes.
Get smarter. Listen to von Hessler.
I like the idea here where they're like, much like when you go to the gym and you have like your leg day, your arm day, they say never skip brain day.
That's every day. That's
Every day
every
gotta
day.
be brain day.
But here's the thing, and I hate to be, every day is brain day. Every day is opening day. Remember that?
Yep.
Until it wasn't. Now no days are opening day. I don't know what happened. What was I going to say? I forget. Oh, so I'm not even. I need to be doing these things.
What's your recall?
No, my recall is I'm recalling it now. Is what? Aren't you likely to? Oh, now I forgot it again. This is great in the middle of this story. In the middle of this story,
We were talking about.
No, I know what it is.
Okay.
Isn't it? I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but like if your DNA basically at this point in time where we are with our technology, if your DNA basically says you're going to get Alzheimer at this X age, we're really doing these little puzzles and stuff. Is that really going to?
It is good because DNA loads the gun, lifestyle pulls the trigger.
Okay.
And so
But one can be overwhelmed by the DNA.
Yes, you can have a genetic predisposition, but what you do in life is going to determine which way you go with it.
It never, I get it. It never hurts to do the things that are good.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, I'm not buying that it necessarily is going to save you from ever losing your memory.
Maybe
like
never,
an Alzheimer,
right.
Alzheimer patient.
It's
does.
too late when it happens, so don't take that chance.
Right, and there are things that could exacerbate it from happening.
Exactly.
What if I stopped taking gummies?
That
would
would
I
help.
remember what I was talking about
Exactly,
1 minute
yes.
ago?
Probably, yes.
30 seconds ago?
Probably would
That's
help a lot.
short-term memory, right?
Yeah, that's short. Well,
Yeah.
long-term, you got to
always
remember to go buy
forget.
the gummies and have them at home.
Yeah, I always forget which one it is. Is it long-term or is it
It
short-term?
goes into the hippocampus. The
Yes.
hippocampus is the part of the brain that we talked about earlier.
Yeah,
that,
but this is an FCC-regulated show, so
we
let's
can't
watch
talk-
the
I'm
language.
sorry, yes. Sorry. Don't tell the boss.
These doctors, for heaven's sakes. All right, now that we've diagnosed that
Yes, keep your
I'm
brain
in
active.
the early stages myself, what's next?
Yes.
From the New York Times, this is for the ladies. Testosterone is giving women back their sex drive and even more.
Come on, honey, let's
Duh.
do it.
Okay,
This is not new.
testosterone, but don't you get like hair growth in
No,
places and stuff?
it's hormone replacement therapy.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I've known women that have had they put a pellet in your butt cheek.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you get a little
And
pellet.
it just constantly releases over time. And if you do that therapy, you have to wait till it wears down because I have two friends actually that said, oh my God, I'm like a 14-year-old boy now.
Yeah.
I can't control myself. But they also get angry. They go mood swings. They get irritable.
Well,
they become a man.
Doesn't that need to? Well, okay.
Don't become a man. That's what
They
he's
don't
saying.
become a man.
You have to thread the needle so that you don't become. You get horny, but you don't become a man.
Yeah, couldn't
Yeah.
there just be some adjustment that needs to happen?
Well,
Just
once
like-
they put the pellet in, they can't like take it out. It has to wear itself down, and then they can adjust the next
makes
dose.
sense.
So
I have a friend, a guy who was remember all this low T stuff, and
Uh-huh.
he was talked into that he was low T, and he was on this stuff for a while, and I don't know, he got kind of strange.
Well,
I felt like he got kind of strange.
you do get strange, and also your body.
Now, guys
says,
already have a preponderance of that, so maybe it's different if the girls
yeah,
are taking
it's different
it,
for
but-
girls, as Joe Jackson once said.
I mean,
yes.
it says here, Catherine, she's in her mid-50s. She now craves nightly sex and reports more.
Who wants that?
good times in the last 2 years.
Is this a problem? What's going on?
That's what I'm saying.
It
I think
seems
it's
like
a
a
good
great
thing.
thing.
I think
I'm
it's a
going to
great
look
thing,
into
right?
getting some.
Are
Do we
you
have her number?
on
No.
this yourself? You got the butt chip going?
No, but maybe I'd like that. Not only will I get like super horny, but like I could get real strong.
Yeah, but
then start like lifting.
Yeah,
heavy.
And then the next thing you know, you're
Get in here, Joe.
He'd be like, "Yeah, let's go."
Well, everything's up. There's a different roles.
Why
and
would that be a
stuff.
problem?
Well, you might start growing facial hair or something.
Yeah, and
I already grow facial hair.
Nah, but really,
get a little goatee going on. Yeah.
Hey, I got lots of wise whiskers.
It says here that there are
Kind of like it.
really
you
no.
like it, huh?
Well, yeah, it's fun to find one, and you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna get you later." When I get into my car and the sun's hitting just the right way, I'm gonna pluck that.
You're you can run, but you
that's sexy
cannot
talk,
hide.
baby.
That's right. I feel you.
All right, Dr. Joe. How do people get more Dr. Joe?
Sunday night, 8 to 10, right here on WSB. We do take your calls, so make this a destination listening. And if you have any health questions or like to make an appointment, just go to my website, drjoe.com. Send me your question. I will answer it personally. drjoe.com.
Taking a shot at me because I don't take calls. Is that what it is?
No, I'm saying I'm not as good as you. I aspire to such greatness.
He's got that T pill. That's what it is. He's bulking up on
That's
you
right,
there.
baby.
I take calls, Eric. Thanks for the wellness advice, and let's get back to massaging my feet.
Yes, adjusting your feet.
Adjusting my feet. Alex Williams says there's a travel advisory on 285 in DeKalb.
Yeah, the hits keep coming on the perimeter today, Eric. This is a nasty crash. 285 eastbound, the outer loop, Moreland Avenue, exit 53. Only really just almost a center lane getting by. Already slow back to I-75 in Clayton County. Work your way northbound and use I-20 as 20 eastbound as an alternate to make your way further out into DeKalb. 285 northbound, the inner loop still in recovery mode out of College Park and East Point up to I-20 exit 10 in Fulton County, where that overturned tractor trailer crash cleanup is now working on the right shoulder. Also got a travel advisory on I-75 through northwest Atlanta, Kobe Dawkins.
75 northbound just before Moores Mill Road, exit 254. Crash cleanup remains, blocking 2 left lanes, adding to the delays back onto the downtown connector. Can avoid this crash by taking Northside Drive as an alternate. From the Corey Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
This is Scott Slade from iRoofer, FGA Roofing. Are you starting to consider a new roof but not sure if it's needed or what it might cost? FGA Roofing offers their free drone assessment. You'll know if it just needs a fix, a rejuvenation, or a new roof. They'll quote you a price, and if you mention you heard about it on the radio, they'll take $1,500 off the quote, and that quote's good for a year. And with your good credit, you could take advantage of their 000 offer. 0 down payment, 0 payments for 18 months, and 0 interest. Take the first step now and set up an appointment. Google FGARoofing.com.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Priority Men's Medical Center restores your love life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To restore your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
If your floors feel bouncy and uneven, it's time for AquaGuard Foundation Solutions Crawl Space Experts. Simply go to aquaguard.net and set up an appointment. It's fast and it's easy, and your floors will appreciate you. AquaGuard, the trusted local experts. Remember, AquaGuard.
2 houses, same neighborhood, nearly identical on paper, but one had an orchard sign and it sold for a lot more. So what gives? Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler. The first seller went the trad route. Agent, open houses, price drops, long size, and eventually they gave in and settled for less. The second seller, they went with Orchard. Orchard didn't just list the home, they launched it. Their local agent knew which upgrades would get attention, brought in the right team, and handled everything like a well-oiled home selling machine. Oh, and they also let the seller move first with Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program. That means no showings while living in a half-packed house, no buyers judging your choice of throw pillows, just peace, quiet, and top dollar. One got stress, The other got smart. Don't settle. Sell the smart way with Orchard. Start with a free home valuation at Orchard.com. That's Orchard.com.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 5:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio, news sponsored by Overhead Door Company of Atlanta. Our top local story, a Paulding County man dies after he's tased by a Cobb County police officer, and now the GBI is investigating.
The incident with 47-year-old Timothy Lyle Sheets began with a call of a hit and run in Cobb County Tuesday evening. The responding officer reports Sheets was walking down the road and told him he'd been shot. The officer saw no injuries, but asked Sheets to get into his patrol car for safety. He says Sheets refused, walked into traffic, and tried to get into a passing vehicle. The officer tased Sheets, and other officers moved in to restrain him. At some point, an EMS evaluated Sheets, who had become unresponsive, but he was pronounced dead at the hospital. Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
71 degrees in Atlanta after a crisp, cool morning. How much of a warm-up tomorrow, and when is the next chance of rain? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. The man accused of threatening to shoot up Hartsfield-Jackson Airport this week appears before a U.S. magistrate in Atlanta today. The next court appearance for Billy Cagle is a detention hearing scheduled for Monday. A preliminary hearing is set for November 5th. 2 people are dead in the latest U.S. strike on an alleged drug smuggling boat.
Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth posted on social media, quote, "There were 2 narco-terrorists aboard the vessel during the strike, which was conducted in international waters. Both terrorists were killed and no U.S. forces were harmed in this strike," unquote. This was the 8th strike against boats the administration says were mostly from Venezuela and carrying illegal drugs to the U.S.
CBS's Linda Kenyon reports this latest attack was in the Pacific. All others have been in the Caribbean. At least 34 people have now been killed in the strikes. DeKalb County Police investigating what appears to be a fatal hit and run involving a pedestrian near the area of Lawrenceville Highway and Hollywood Lane. A 40-year-old victim was found lying in the road. He was rushed to the hospital but died. Anyone with information asked to call DeKalb Police. Brookhaven police identified today the dump truck driver accused in a deadly pedestrian accident on Tuesday. 54-year-old Omar Ali of Mableton facing several charges, including vehicular homicide and felony hit and run. Police say he struck and killed a 20-year-old woman who was crossing in a crosswalk on Claremont Road at Dresden Drive. He left the scene after hitting the woman but returned about 20 minutes later. Governor Kemp will be in South Korea this week, 6 weeks after a federal raid at the Hyundai battery plant in South Georgia.
Kemp's office says the trip to the Republic of Korea was planned before ICE agents took 475 people, mostly South Korean nationals, into custody. They were released a week later. Kemp will be holding meetings with leaders of corporations with plants located in Georgia to reaffirm the relationship between Georgia and South Korea. The visit marks the 40th anniversary of the Georgia Trade Office in South Korea and Kemp's 3rd trip to that country since becoming governor. Cheryl Castro, 95.5 WSB.
News about your health. The most widely used COVID vaccines may provide a surprise benefit for some cancer patients.
People with advanced lung or skin cancer who are taking certain immunotherapy drugs lived substantially longer if they got a Pfizer or a Moderna COVID shot within 100 days of starting treatment, says preliminary research reported in the journal Nature.
Chuck Sievertson reports the research finds the molecule that powers those specific vaccines appears to help the immune system respond better to cutting-edge cancer treatment. Loyalty programs have long been popular with airlines and retail chains, and Money reporter Jason Brooks says a rideshare company is now getting in on customer rewards.
Lyft announced it's testing a new loyalty program called Lyft Cash Rewards, which offers riders up to 5% cash back on future rides if they sign up to auto-load their Lyft wallets. Uber also offers the option to preload funds for future rides, but it does not offer rewards or incentives like Lyft.
On top of the 5% off reward, Lyft says other program perks include relaxed cancellation fees and free upgrades. It is now 5:34. This news sponsored by John Foy and Associates. Time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple Team Traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Big mess through the heart of the city, Bill. Right now, still dealing with a travel advisory crash 75 northbound before Moores Mill Road, exit 254. 2 left lanes are blocked, and that is just adding to pressure on 75 2585 northbound with delays stretching back to Highway 166 Langford Parkway. Also still got the brush fire cleanup, only leaving a left lane open on the Beaufort Spring connector northbound before the ramps to I-85 just past Piedmont and Monroe Drive. And that has really ruined Peachtree Street, Spring Street, all the roads in Midtown leading up to the Beaufort Spring connector are no-go zones. Piedmont would be your best alternate to get you around that. We got a stall in the right lane, 285 southbound, the inner loop in the cab behind just below Glenwood Road, exit number 44. Delays stretching back up into the Tucker region with that. Travel advisory on 285 into cab, Kobe Dawkins.
It's 285 westbound right at Moreland Avenue, exit 53. Crash cleanup remains, blocking 2 left lanes, seeing delays stretching back past the airport. You can avoid those delays by taking I-20 as an alternate. From the Corey Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Clear and cool through the late night hours. Lows tonight dropping down into the mid-40s. Tomorrow, sunny skies, high 73. Sunshine on Friday with a morning low of 48, afternoon high 74. Saturday will be the best day this weekend to be outside. Partly cloudy, morning low 50, afternoon high 71. Rain showers return on Sunday. It's going to be breezy, cloudy, and rather cool with a high of 65. Rain showers continue on Monday, high 63.
67 in Cumming, 67 in Mableton, at 71 in Peachtree City. More news at 6 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Fall, lots of fun, festivals, football, and full roads. With all of these activities and distractions, pack your patience and take your time. Hey, it's Smiler Mark McKay. We all know accidents happen, and if a distracted driver hits you this fall, call my trusted team at John Foy & Associates, the Strong Arm. They specialize in personal injury law with a winning track record taking on big insurance companies. There is zero cost until they win your case. Call 24/7 for your free case evaluation, johnfoy.com.
Comcast Business can help turn your small business into a connected, secure, modern business. It's how retailers become constantly connecting must-visit shops. How restaurants become reliably up and running neighborhood favorites. How healthcare offices become the data-protecting caregivers that we all depend on. And how wealth management firms become cyber-securing guardians of your information. With reliable connectivity, enhanced cybersecurity, and Wi-Fi backup, your business can stay connected and get threat-ready with Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with our reliable business internet. Plus, stay connected when you add Wi-Fi backup for just $35 a month. And ask about a $400 prepaid card on a qualifying gig bundle. Call today. Restrictions apply. Wireless Connect requires business internet for additional monthly charge. Taxes and other fees extra. Prepaid card offer ends 11/16/25.
This is Scott Slade, and this is pretty exciting. Georgia Power is introducing a new YouTube series, the Smart Energy Series. It's how you can get easy to understand, bite-sized, practical tips on how to lower your energy use and save some money. All easy to access on YouTube with new episodes to come, ranging from energy conservation to more ways to save. Check out the Smart Energy Series on the Georgia Power YouTube channel and start saving.
So we have a piece of audio that was put in the transom and identified as Kamala Harris has another word salad. And I would say that's not true. It's not a word salad, but it is. It's one of those things where she just cannot seem to confidently get her point across when you know she's attempting to be inspiring. She meanders.
Yes, big time.
So she's talking about, I don't see it as a word salad. I get what she's saying, but that's not the response you're supposed to have to a good orator. Yeah, I think I get what there's like.
Especially when she's
for
out.
People who saw MLK speak, they walked away knowing exactly what he was getting because he was a great orator.
She's out on her book tour and describing a chapter that is called Hope in her book, and then this is
her describing hope.
Hope is an interesting thing.
Stop right there. See, you don't start that way. If you're going to be inspiring about hope is, and we hope. It's almost like you're relaxed on the couch as opposed to sitting up.
Very interesting.
Very interesting. It's, because when things are interesting, you can kind of pick them up and look at them from different ways. which is valuable in its place.
Yeah.
But it's not part of like getting
Pavel, you are so chill.
a message across.
Exactly.
It's a very interesting thing.
Hope is an interesting thing.
Wow.
It's something that is ours to have, but it can't be taken from us.
Yeah.
No.
We can't let our hope be taken from us. It's something that comes from inside of us that we have. And when we look around and see each other and we know that this fight is worth it, that gives me hope.
Okay, there are better ways to say that. I think I understand what she's saying.
Good. So if you understand, then what's happening?
Well, I think I understand, as opposed to it being very obvious to me. But a better speaker would say, don't let them steal your hope.
No.
Don't let them, don't keep. I think a very famous Jesse Jackson. Keep hope alive.
That's right.
Hope
Bob
and change.
Hope.
So I get what
Bob
she was. I'm sorry, you like Bob Hope.
Bob
That's it.
Hope. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot,
Yeah.
And when you have hope,
Yeah.
it's something that is a desire.
Yeah.
And something you aspire for is hope.
Yeah.
I paid $80 for these tickets for her to
And
tell me this.
what I want you to walk away with especially is that hope is a plan. It's in your DNA.
Yeah.
And you can't it can neither be destroyed or created.
See,
I think that's
it's like energy.
Etymology or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
Yeah.
But I am optimistic about hope.
Okay, good. I'm glad you're optimistic. Again, Jesse Jackson said the same thing, keep hope alive. In order to keep hope alive, where does it come
Who's
from? With you,
Is
within
she
you.
dying?
With you.
Hope?
Hope. No, this is not a person named Hope.
Oh, because it keep hope alive.
Yeah.
I thought maybe she was
You were saying
sick
don't
or something.
unplug her. So, yeah, okay. I get what you're saying. You're quite the thinker. You're not all that focused, but you do think about things.
Well,
That's
it is
for
a
sure.
wish, Yeah.
It is a wish.
It is a wish.
And
Hope.
what is a wish? What is a wish?
A wish is hope.
No, it's not. It's
A wish
different.
is a dream and a hope that your heart makes when you're fast asleep. And what you can anticipate or expect is a future filled with hope.
Yeah.
If we can all come together.
I thought we were talking
and-
about wishes, not hope.
Well, a wish is hope. I mean, we all wish to hope and hope to win.
Right.
It's hilarious, Kamala. It really is. It's hilarious stuff. Things are
It's a
funny.
yearning, a
aren't they?
craving.
I'm kind
Things
of
are
a
funny.
nerd sometimes.
Things are funny, aren't they?
Did
Kamala?
you know that the moon is out tonight?
Yes.
It is?
When it gets dark outside, you can see the moon
With your own eyes?
with your own eyes. Sorry, I'm a little bit of a nerd.
Yeah, you've seen the moon. I mean, it's precious.
Oh my God. It's
Precious few people have.
It's amazing. You know, it's not that small. It's quite big.
I thought it was the size of a quarter.
That's
well,
what
when you look at it from here, but when you go up there, it's way bigger. Same with the sun. Did you know that?
I didn't know. I thought the sun was this tiny little.
Girl, the
Point
sun
of-
is big.
I'm not a girl.
How is her tour going? Like I said,
I haven't seen a lot of reviews about it.
So, Corinne, what's her name?
Jean-Pierre.
Jean-Pierre.
She's got a book out, and I guess she's like trashing a lot of people. And I don't know. I
What
don't
a
know.
hard job
But they're
to do that.
saying I think she's got a book tour that's not going that great.
I haven't
people-
seen anything about her book.
People forget the spokesperson is she's supposed to just have a job on MSNBC by now, isn't she? Isn't that what?
Yeah, but she trashed the Dems after she was out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
Psaki got the job over there after she was the press secretary.
Yeah.
And Karine Jean-Pierre, I think, was on a track to get a job at MSNBC.
But then she trashed everybody. I think that's in this. And I watched a moment of her that was on a YouTube thing, and it just started with her identity and her sexuality. I said, I don't care. I just don't. I don't know. Maybe you're talking to somebody who go, oh, I want to buy that book. These are like people that you want to get away from at a party. Yeah. They just won't stop talking about themselves. And like I would love to see what the book sales are for that. Probably, I mean, because people forget press secretaries. First of all, this is the way it works. Everyone knows your job is to lie. Yeah, really, if you're a good press secretary, you're trying to lie as little as possible. But lying has to happen over telling the truth if telling the truth hurts the administration you're the spokesperson for. Doesn't mean it's not on her. It's on every. So for the most part, when presidential spokespeople leave that. There isn't a whole lot of gravitas to that. It's like, oh, well, you're a good liar for somebody. Like, it's not something, even the best are lying. There's no press secretary in the history of this country that didn't lie. That's your job.
Sean Spicer didn't.
Well, he just grunted and yelled.
She sold about 20,000 books.
Which is pretty bad.
Yeah.
For somebody so well known.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm like, Kamala,
20,000.
how's her book going?
Oh,
I'm
much
sure.
better than
I'm
that.
sure it's doing much better because you just had a higher
350,000 plus.
Yeah, you see, that's because and people,
Big Mama coming through.
people who don't like Kamala won't accept this. I'm talking about just the hierarchy of government. When you leave the vice presidency, where you were always one heartbeat away from being the president of the United States, there's a certain gravitas that comes with that, and people recognize, well, maybe I don't like her, but she's been in rooms and decisions were made and that kind of thing. The presidential spokesperson just walks away with, you were either a really good liar for the administration or you weren't a very good liar for the administration. Neither of it brings a lot of gravity and where people, I want to know what that person thinks. How do I know you're not lying to me in your book? It is, you're a really good liar. Go join the CIA.
I promise.
Well, you have some gravitas.
Well, she pinky sweared on her book. That's what she did.
Is that Kamala?
Yeah, she pinky sweared. Yeah, she pinky sweared.
Alex Williams says there's a crash, unfortunately, on 75 in northwest Atlanta.
Just an awful commute out there altogether right now, Eric, especially in the heart of the city. And part of that is that travel advisory crash you mentioned, 75 northbound Moores Mill Road, exit 254. 2 left lanes are blocked, and that's just adding to an already terrible ride through downtown. About 45 minutes out of Buckhead, all the way down to I-20. 75-85 northbound, going to take you over an hour to get from Highway 166, Langford Parkway, up to the 85-400 split. Also, still got the brush fire cleanup, leaving only a left lane open. Buford Spring Connector northbound, just north of Piedmont Road, and all the alternates such as Peachtree, Northside Drive, and Piedmont, they are very slow as alternates, but you can still use those. We're also watching a big mess on 285 on the south side perimeter, Kobe Dawkins.
Well, right now, all lanes are being held. 285 westbound right at Moreland Avenue, exit 53, to try to clear this crash. Seeing heavy delays stretching back to I-85 over by the airport. You can avoid it by taking I-20 as an alternate. From the Corey Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
When you need to know.
This story is developing in Atlanta.
When you want to know.
Severe weather is on its way.
When you have to know.
We'll alert you as soon as this closure clears.
Get notifications
from your source for news.
Get the WSB Radio app.
Download it from your app store today.
If critters are creeping in your attic, better call Breda to kick those critters out. With the Breda Wildlife Guarantee, if they return, you're covered at no additional cost.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
Hi, I'm Dale with TrustDale.com. For over a decade, I've trusted America's Best Choice for windows, doors, siding, and decks. And with their 3-way warranty, including my $10,000 Make It Right guarantee, you can invest with confidence.
That's right, Dale. From the top of your roof to the curb appeal out front, America's Best Choice has everything you need for your home's exterior. With solutions designed to add beauty, durability, and value, we've got you covered. Upgrade with the highest quality, energy-efficient windows and special pricing on custom decks. Choose siding, doors, and fencing that blend beauty with performance. And now, America's Best Choice is raising the standard in roofing. Our proven installation process ensures flawless results and lasting protection. We only use premium, industry-leading materials backed by strong manufacturer warranties. Every roof is built with expert craftsmanship. No pressure, no gimmicks. Visit abcwind.com for your free in-home estimate. America's Best Choice. Quality you can trust. Prices you can afford.
Fall is a busy time and selling your home can be overwhelming. Get a guaranteed cash offer from Mark Spain Real Estate and sell your home stress-free and for the most money. Hi, it's Chris Chandler. With Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer, you can receive the strongest cash offer in the industry and move when you're ready. Mark Spain Real Estate has more than 13,000 five-star reviews, so you can trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home quickly and for maximum profit. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 1-877 Cars for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Don't let a DUI ruin your life. Hire the attorney that other attorneys hire. GeorgeStein.com.
My name is Maria. Okay, I lied. It's Mary. But I'm feeling more European after my European-style holiday on MSC Cruises. The ristoranti, I mean restaurants, nightlife and shops in La Galleria, and of course, American touches like a sports bar and water slides. Ah, bellissimo. Okay, this is a problem.
Book now starting from $229, plus kids sail free. MSC Cruises. Let's holiday. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
Just because there are so many window choices doesn't mean they're all good choices.
All windows are not created equal.
It's Ted and Jonathan from North Georgia Replacement Windows. And vinyl composite windows? They're a thing of the past.
Infinity from Marvin fiberglass windows are beautiful, not big and bulky, and 8 times stronger than vinyl.
Experience the difference at your home or in our Alpharetta showroom.
Infinity from Marvin, replacement windows, yeah!
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Susan, I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic is terrible.
It sure is. But on top of that, gas prices have been skyrocketing. I can't believe how expensive gas has gotten recently.
Prices at the pump are up, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
And does that actually add up to anything?
I've made around $200.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code AUTO for an extra 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code AUTO for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code AUTO for 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up.
All right, I guess we'll listen to this TikToker. I'm assuming she's annoying because it's a
about
TikToker.
Marissa Cohen?
Yeah, so this is like a nothing story. I guess every generation decides we have to define our own terms as if they're new, but there's nothing new about this. And I thought it was a sexual position. I was like, well, I'm going to find out about throning. That sounds like a really no, but it's not. And it's just a new name for the same old thing.
For gold digging.
Throning is a new trending dating term circulating social media. It's when someone dates another person in order to boost their own social status or reputation. Basically, the date is a throne that is used to elevate the person who is doing the throning.
And you say gold digging, I guess, yeah, but I wouldn't say, to me, people have been dating up. You know, guys with money who wouldn't get the good-looking girl if they didn't have the money do
Absolutely.
it because. And also, now I was surprised that if the Gen Z or millennial, whoever wants to put a twist on this, I would think that there is something that would fall underneath this, which is I'll bet now people do look at each other's status based on how much of a following do you have on social media. So to me, if you want to put a new twist on this dating up, it will be looking for somebody who has more subs than you do so that you can become a joint thing and then have all these subs together. And maybe by dating this other person, you suddenly jump into the realm of people who have that many subs on their social media as opposed to where you were. That would be that's what I thought when there's a new name. But if it just means dating up, well, people have been doing that since the beginning of dating. You know, I'm sure back in the old days, somebody like, oh, her father has 2 tractors. I'll date her.
Yeah.
We only have a plow.
Got that dowry. Isn't that what they call that?
The dowry is what they decide to give you for marrying their daughter. Maybe you get one of the tractors.
No, you require a dowry.
I know, but that's what you get.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody can't give the same thing. If you got
Sure,
2 tractors, you give a tractor. If you have,
you better marry somebody that can get me a tractor.
That's right.
I married Jane Deere.
But that's all you have is tractors.
Yeah.
I find it kind of silly that people are going on about throning. It's dating up. It's been going on forever. To the Utes. You don't have to have a new name for everything.
We need our own spin.
Yeah, is that it? Well, why not put that spin of dating up to get more subs? I would believe that. Who has more subs in your relationship, Autumn? You or Joe?
Oh, probably Joe.
He has more subs.
Well,
and you're on the radio.
Photographer.
Oh, yeah. Okay. But
I don't post anything ever. So I'm not a very good social media person.
Well, you got to kind of be in
You're
it.
a lurker, right, Autumn? You like to lurk
Yeah.
on social media?
Well, only
Doom
on
scroller.
TikTok. I don't do any Facebook or Instagram.
That's ruining this country and the world.
Doom
Me not being
Just
a part of
pe-
social media.
No,
Yeah,
no,
that's
no,
what
no.
I was thinking.
Yeah, just the people are just, you just see them like just scrolling through stuff. And I just feel, I don't even get angry. I just feel sorry for them. What kind of life do you have?
That's fun.
Don't brag to me about not being addicted to anything, because you are. You are addicted. You're addicted more than people who's probably addicted to
Oh, you
cigarettes.
see this video, Eric?
Yeah, it's just when you're watching people and they're just like, oh, that was funny for 8 seconds. Wow, that was 20 seconds of
20
something.
seconds, that's a long.
Yeah, well,
Too
It's
long.
way too long.
TLDW.
And remember, the average attention span is 8 seconds now.
Thing started, thing happened, resolution. Next thing's like, what kind of life are you? You're not going to be happy. You're not going to be happy. I can tell you right now, if you're looking for that drip, that endorphin drip that you're getting from that scrolling, you will feel happy in the moment, and then later on when you rest your head on that pillow, you're not going to be happy.
From one
It's
dopamine,
not the road to happiness.
one dopamine drip to the next.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's the dopamine drip. That's all. And it's not like it is that way on purpose. Don't tell me you don't like the big corporations. If you doom scroll, you're in love with all of them, and you're supporting all of them.
Who are you talking to? Me?
Everybody and you.
Hey, who am I supporting?
Because it's corporations.
ByteDance?
Corporations have psychologically profiled people and know how to get them hooked on scrolling. If you're doing it, then you are a puppet of a corporate master.
Hey.
That's the way it is.
YouTube. You're on YouTube.
Alex, I know. Alex Williams says downtown traffic is at a crawl.
Yeah, the worst I've seen it in quite a while, Eric. Partly due to the fact we still have this long-standing brush fire cleanup, the Beaver Spring Connector northbound just past Piedmont Road. Only the left lane is open. What's that done is put extra pressure on all the surface streets in Midtown and downtown, Spring Street, Peachtree Street, Piedmont, Monroe Drive. Adding into the mix a crash, 75 northbound in northwest Atlanta before Moores Mill Road, exit 254. That's in two left lanes. Going to take you over an hour to get there on 75-85 north from Langford Parkway. I would really recommend using 285 in north or northbound on either side of town to avoid that. Travel advisory crash 285 eastbound on the south side perimeter, Moreland Avenue, exit 53. Only a center lane open there. Slow back toward the airport. Use I-20 eastbound as an alternate. And we found some delays on I-85 into Norcross. Kobe Dawkins.
And it's all due to some sort of trouble. 85 northbound just before Indian Trail Road, exit 101. Seeing officials currently blocking 1 to 2 right lanes, seeing those delays back to I-285. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any H system maker or model. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
If you need a new garage door, this could be your lucky day. Entries are open now for the $5,000 sweepstakes at Overhead Door Company of Atlanta. A winner will be chosen at random to receive $5,000 towards new garage doors, openers, or front entry doors of their choice. Deadline to enter is the end of the month to win the $5,000 sweepstakes with Overhead Door Company of Atlanta. You can't win if you don't enter. Enter now at overheaddooratlanta.com. That's overheaddooratlanta.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. I've been asked many times how Morgan & Morgan became the largest injury firm in the world. I think I know. When someone comes to us for an on-the-job injury, we have a huge workers' compensation practice. But many times we find a defective product that was responsible for that injury. Luckily for them, we have a product liability section headed by my son Mike. In addition to the comp case, there is a product case too. Other times, the injured worker is fired or harassed for bringing that claim. We have them covered. Our employment lawyers handle retaliation claims as well as wage theft and discrimination cases, and in some cases need to file for Social Security benefits. No problem. We became big for a reason. 30% of our new cases come as referrals from former clients. Hiring us is easy. Go to forthepeople.com on your mobile device or computer, or call Pound Law on your cell, pound 529. Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
This is Scott Slade. I had a chance to catch up with my friends at Myland recently, and they were telling me how busy they've been helping homeowners access the equity in their homes. Over the last few weeks, rates have dropped, and people are jumping on the opportunity to refinance and open home equity lines to do long overdue projects or consolidate high-interest debts. Even if another lender has told you they can't help, it's worth it to call my friends at Myland. They have so many different loan programs, low rates, and highly trained experts waiting to help you. It wouldn't make sense to call anyone else. I trust Myland with all my home loans, and you should too. I can't tell you how many testimonials and success stories I've heard from these guys and gals over the years. Do yourself a favor, give them a call. 770-817-2000. 770-817-2000. Online, it's myland.com, spelled it M-I-L-E-N-D. NMLS and Georgia Residential Mortgage License C148769. Myland's located at 8995 Westside Parkway, Alpharetta, Georgia 30009. Myland is an equal housing lender.
WSB Atlanta, WSBB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk. News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 6 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Our top local story, new concerns about self-driving vehicles after a social media video shows one passing a stopped school bus in Atlanta. There's now a federal investigation.
Based on the millions of miles driven by Waymo vehicles here and in other cities, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says it's likely the same thing has happened before. So it's looking into the performance of Waymo vehicles around stopped school buses and how the system complies with school bus traffic safety laws. The agency confirms no driver was present when the autonomous vehicle was filmed passing a school bus with its red lights flashing while kids were getting off the bus last month. Waymo says the company's already made some software updates to improve the system's performance. Jennifer Perry, 95.5 WSB.
72 degrees in Atlanta, falling back into the mid-40s tomorrow morning. How much of a warm-up in the afternoon and what weekend day looks best? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. The man accused of threatening to shoot up the Atlanta airport this week appears before a U.S. magistrate late today. Let's get a live update now from WSB's Veronica Waters.
Yeah, and wearing a pleasant expression, handcuffs and shackles and socks, 49-year-old Billy Cagle appeared in front of U.S. Magistrate Court to face charges of attempted violence at an international airport, interstate communications containing threats, and possessing a firearm as a convicted felon. Judge John Larkins set Cagle's detention hearing for Monday morning, which defense attorney Preston Halliburton says gives him time to get psychiatric records from Alabama. Cagle himself on Facebook shared earlier this week that he has been taking meds for schizophrenia. His preliminary hearing is set for November 4th. In downtown Atlanta, Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
A Paulding County man dies after he's tased by a Cobb County police officer. Police were responding to a call of a hit-and-run accident when they encountered 47-year-old Timothy Sheets. He claimed he had been shot, but there was no evidence of any injuries. He refused to get into the officer's patrol car and instead walked into traffic. He was then tased by the officer. Sheets became unresponsive and was taken to the hospital where he died. The GBI is now investigating. A Cobb County mother is sentenced to 50 years in prison for the death of her 2-year-old son. 22-year-old Jocelyn Romero first told police in December of 2023 her son had choked on a piece of raisin bread. Investigators later learned the toddler's blood tested positive for the synthetic opioid fentanyl, and the drug was discovered inside Romero's Smyrna home. She entered a non-negotiated guilty plea to second-degree murder and drug-related charges. This is Teen Driver Safety Week, and it's a good time for drivers, young and old, to review safety practices.
Don't text, drink, or speed while driving. We hear these reminders often, but what about the tires? Alex Bibiak started the Road Ready Foundation to raise tire safety awareness after the death of his son in a tragic crash. He says there's one easy habit for drivers to start.
Filling up their car with gas and walk around and have them check their tires.
Tread depth and inflation levels are critical for safety, and there are other warning signs.
Cracks, bulges, tears, objects sticking in the tire.
And age of tires is really important too. Anything beyond 6 years can be a problem. Graham Carroll, 95.5 WSB.
New money to help keep the roads safe in the city of Woodstock.
It's to reduce crashes, injuries, and fatalities caused by two major issues:
impaired driving, and speeding.
Sergeant Jeremy Cochran with Woodstock Police says they're receiving over $122,000 from the Governor's Office of Highway Safety. Some of the money will be used to educate teen drivers on the importance of wearing a seatbelt and not being distracted while driving. A former Public Service Commission candidate is arrested for allegedly stealing confidential information from Georgia Power. Patty Durand, a longtime critic of Georgia Power, is charged with felony theft of trade secrets. She was arrested by Capitol Police during a PSC meeting and booked into the Fulton County Jail. Durand was a Democratic candidate for the Public Service Commission in 2022, but that election was never held. It is now 6:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, Triple Team Traffic begins with Alex Williams.
It has not been a fun afternoon at all, Bill, and it continues. Crash, travel advisory, northwest Atlanta. Still 2 left lanes blocked. 75 northbound, Moores Mill Road, exit 254. Brush fire cleanup on the Beaver Spring connector northbound, north of Piedmont before I-85. That's in 2 right lanes. Those 2 things combined, and it has just ruined the ride through downtown. Over an hour and 15 minutes, 75, 85 northbound from Langford Parkway, just to get up to that crash at Moores Mill Road. Because of that incident on the Beaver Spring connector, the surface streets through Midtown and downtown are all jammed up. Piedmont Avenue, Peachtree Street, West Peachtree, and Northside Drive. You can take a wide way around it and use 285 north of I-20 as an alternate travel advisory on the south side perimeter. Crash leaves only a center lane open in the cab. 285 eastbound, the outer loop, Moreland Avenue, exit 53. Delays back to Riverdale Road. Work your way up north of 285. Use 20 east as an alternate. And now we got 285 trouble leaving the airport on the west side, Kobe Dawkins.
285 northbound, the inner loop past Highway 166, Langford Parkway, exit 5. You're working with the stalled Big Rig. It blocks the second left lane, causing delays as you make your way to I-20 from the Corey Carrier Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official plumber of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Clear and cool through the late night hours. Lows tonight dropping down into the mid-40s. Tomorrow, sunny skies, high 73. Sunshine on Friday with a morning low of 48, afternoon high 74. Saturday will be the best day this weekend to be outside. Partly cloudy, morning low 50, afternoon high 71. Rain showers return on Sunday. It's going to be breezy, cloudy, and rather cool with a high of 65. Rain showers continue on Monday, high 63.
71 in Palmetto, 73 in Conyers, and 68 in Alpharetta. More news at 6:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Loud and proud, Caiaccio. Hour 4 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. And we bring in Professor Gregory Russ from New York City. And I'm getting used to you with the Blazers. I like it. I like the look. I like the look, but it's professorial, is it not? You look like
I said before, playwright.
There you go. Yeah, you could be, but you could be the guy who had the playwright who had the one play that almost got from off Broadway to Broadway, but didn't quite. And now you teach at a community college, like you got that kind of look going, which I think is a great line. Yeah,
I was almost there, but it wasn't about a historical figure that was set to rap music. So
my son. So I guess there's no place for me in my writing. Nope. My son took a course once, and the teacher was I don't know if this had I think it had to do with visual effects, and the teacher had won an Oscar some years before. I can't remember what he worked on. He won an Oscar, and one day he just brought the Oscar in, and everybody could get a picture with him and the Oscar. That was like
cool.
That was one day of teaching.
You got credit for it.
So he was hungover that day. He was like,
I'll just take the Oscar.
I'll phone it in.
I think he was like 80 years old or something. I'll just take the Oscar in.
What did he win the Oscar for?
I don't remember. I don't remember which one, but I see like that's what I'm seeing in the professorial look of Greg Russ. I was a playwright. Now I'm teaching
any
English.
award.
Yeah. Well, are you upset that you haven't won any awards? I've never won any awards. It doesn't seem to bother me.
What have I done that could have won awards, I guess, is the question.
Well, you do.
I mean, we all know that radio awards aren't like you have to submit for yourself and say, "Hey, I deserve this award." There's not really
the same thing is true with the
around.
Oscars. Hold on, and you are correct that there is a ghost in the machine when it comes to awards. But that same is true with Oscars. You know, they people. That guy Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah. Oh, he did
he
that all the
invented.
time.
He invented how you lobby and get an award. So although I will not do that. I will never like be part of like a Because they do the awards sometimes like Survivor. Well, they'll nominate you, and then they want you to go on and get your crowd to,
to
go to the
pile in.
website. And I'm not going to do that. That's not winning an award.
Creative Loafing used to do that.
When you're getting people to go vote for you, that's an award is, hey, you know what? We're this association that recognizes these things, and it looks like you're.
It's a great feeling knowing that when you know that you didn't have to submit anything and you win an award. It's a great
That's
feeling.
because Jared Yamamoto is
he gets them all the time.
Bound to be a professor at West Georgia one day.
When they used to do the Creative Loafing,
I
best
see this
radio.
guy as the media professor one day.
You think so?
Yeah, and the whole thing is be like,
Yeah.
what is media? That's all you'd be talking about. What is media
Well,
in the year, like 10 years from now?
You guys would reject it. Every other morning show in the city would pimp themselves, and
Yes.
you guys would just not even mention it.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem like an award if you have to lobby for the award.
No.
I'm not against it. I'm not condemning anybody. It just, for me.
It makes sense for you to submit yourself to an award so that you're
Does
known
it?
and you can.
No,
I
somebody
mean,
else
at
should do
least
it.
no,
A
but
peer
at
should
least
submit it.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But it makes sense to be submitted for an award, but to get, like you said, votes feels like, well, then I can just be a really good salesman and then I win.
Although I don't want, like I say, I think that most awards are like this.
Not the Grammys.
And the Grammys.
No.
Yeah,
not
absolutely.
the Grammys.
No.
Please don't come after my
not
Grammys.
the Grammys. No.
Even the daytime Emmys,
Oh God.
Didn't work for Susan Lucci
which
till the
had
very end.
had the shocker that who wanted Drew Barrymore?
Drew
beat out
Barrymore
Kelly
won.
Clarkson.
She sure did, and a shocker.
Hi, y'all.
Hey, you lost to Drew Barrymore.
Oh no, that's okay because she is such a doll.
Okay. She doesn't say nice things about you, you know.
Yeah, Drew talks a lot of smack.
Yeah, she's. Does
she really?
Yeah, she goes after you.
Oh my
She
God.
calls you names.
She does.
Yeah, she does.
Well, she must have a real good reason.
I like your optimism.
Poor thing.
Drew was doing that in the halls here when she was visiting a couple weeks ago when Autumn was
Yeah,
out.
just trashing Kelly Clarkson.
I just don't like that Kelly Clarkson. She's just
He still
such
exists,
a
though. I would guess.
PIPCH.
Yes.
Do they get better ratings than late night talk shows? I can see daytime possibly getting better.
Probably.
I would imagine.
It's gotta be
what they are.
close.
They're on at like 4 o'clock, right, in the afternoon or
Yeah, more
something like that.
deadbeats are home during the day.
Yeah.
And awake.
Yeah.
I don't know how you watch those anymore unless you have cable. It has to be like the dying embers of cable.
Yeah,
that are
and
watching
also,
this.
well, if you get something like YouTube TV, it's basically cable.
And they're on broadcast TV.
Because-
So
Oh, that's
yeah.
true. Because I'm not. Well, yeah, but I don't even know how to. I don't know how to get the TV on broadcast.
It's easy. All you do is plug little
get an
rabbit ears in the
antenna.
back, and it works.
Well, I don't have that.
No, you have
But
like
it's
if
like
you just
$2.
you go to like Walmart, not
That's what I'm
rabbit
saying.
ears. You want to go get a HD
digital receiver.
antenna.
Yeah.
It costs you about I don't know, low end $30, $35.
But that's what I'm saying. Nobody has that unless they don't have.
I do.
I have it.
Yeah, but you're both dumb.
I don't have cable.
Well, there is that. She makes a good
Yeah,
point.
thank you, Autumn.
Dang it, Autumn. You
She
got me
makes a
again.
good point.
You're ruining my point, so you're dumb.
Those daytime shows do have better ratings than the late nights.
I'm not surprised.
No, I'm not surprised either because first of all, they're usually they don't. Kelly Clarkson and Drew Barrymore really don't make the mistake The View does, which is getting super political. I'm sure it happens from time to time. I think we all know how they vote, but it's not. It is kind of a.
It's a gentler.
It's gentler and it's like, hey, ladies, put your feet up, kind of thing. Get a little glass of wine and let's
Y'all,
talk.
we all love our husbands, but
Ha.
they can be a real pain in the behind.
That's right.
They get about the same.
What's that?
They get about the same. It looks like Drew Barrymore, 1.3 million. Kelly Clarkson, Drew Barrymore, sorry, is 1.45 million. Kelly Clarkson, 1.3 million. About the same. And at late night,
Yeah.
they're getting 200,000. That was good for a $15 million a year host.
Was that what he was getting?
200.
200. I thought he was getting at least $1 million. Is it like 200,000 for Colbert? And people
I
still make
could
the
be wrong.
argument, it was all political. Was it somewhat political? Yeah, but
Yeah.
also they had the reason. It's like we're spending a lot of money, we're not getting anything out of it. So
Kimmel's already lower than he was before that bump he got.
yeah, he got the bump because that was the one night. That's
Yeah.
like I said. Well, I don't watch any of these shows anyway, but I sure as hell wasn't watching Kimmel on that night because that was the night everybody was watching, and I knew it was going to go away. They would convince you that every problem that Disney stock has is because people canceled their subscriptions to Disney Plus because they were mad about Jimmy Kimmel. I don't think that's the real problem when it comes to the Disney stock these days. So you see a lot of stories that kind of go in these directions and have no real basis, right? Nobody, if nobody's watching these late night shows, that has to mean nobody cares what happens.
Right.
Right? Like nobody, you get like, you know who watches these shows? Other people in media.
Ooh, maybe that's the only consumer.
Right? That's why it matters so much
like
to
a
them.
peppering in of actual civilians.
Well, it goes back into the news cycle must always be fed, right? If there's always something on, then whoever the next show is like, well, Kimball talked about that, so we have to get ready for it. Then the morning shows get going. The morning shows feed into to the afternoon shows. The afternoon shows feed
And
into
that's
the evening
why
shows.
everything gets worse ratings all the way out because they start in this. They're in this loop, this cycle.
It's a human centipede.
It's a human centipede, and it's something that
media.
if you were in that ecosystem in 1995, it works, but it doesn't work. That's why the big, the most news programs in the morning for years and years, it was because the New York Times and the Washington Post and the Wall Street Journal would all be out there by 3:30 in the morning. They were the ones that were setting the table for what was Good Morning America talking about, but now that ecosystem just doesn't really matter because people don't really care. That they don't care that, hey, the New York Times are beside themselves about this thing. Well, nobody cares.
No, Michael Strahan's talking about vacuum cleaners.
Well, that's
He
something.
knows.
That's
He
something
knows.
that people care about. Do you have? I would like to get. Yes.
Is that Chooch still on after Fallon?
Chooch.
Seth Meyers.
Yes,
the
he's
guy,
still
the late
on.
night.
I don't know what a chooch is. I
You
don't
know what a chooch is?
I've never heard. It's a. Is it part of a train? I've heard of choo-choo trains.
Chooch.
I don't know what
Yeah, it's just like
Is that like a
Jackass or
D-bag?
something.
A D-bag?
Yeah.
He's a chooch?
Yeah.
But
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
it's
still
Italian,
on, huh?
Italian slang for
There you go.
stupid or
He ruined that show. That's a shame. I understand that we moved away late night and it wasn't what it used to be, but that used to be the experimental slot.
Yeah,
you come on
it was-
12:30, you do weird stuff. and
Started
then
with
you get Seth
Letterman, went to
Meyers.
Conan, and then and then what was in between? Then Fallon. And Fallon was more experimental when he had it. And well, I mean, he's just like this. Could you be more of a just a mainstream, vanilla person? Seth Meyers actually did some pretty good work on Saturday Night Live. And
I don't remember any of it.
Well, he was the news. He did the news
Right.
before then, but he was a head writer for a while. And during a period of time that I think people associate a decent amount of good stuff. I think he was head writer for a while. But
After Tina Fey, he was the head writer, I believe.
is that when it went downhill?
No, he did
No.
good stuff.
But on the show, yeah, it just seems to be like from a progressive point of view, just the, hey, let's all talk about the world from our point of view. And
Well, he could be
doesn't
a
really
good
pl-
writer, but
Yeah.
maybe just not a good host.
He's
maybe he needs to be the head writer of that show and have somebody else host it.
He's too
I guess he's a fine host for what the show is. It just became
Yeah.
what Eric said. We're going to sit here and
Letterman
talk.
pushed
We're
the
not gonna do
boundaries.
anything funny.
Yeah, Letterman pushed the boundaries. Conan pushed the boundaries. Even Fallon in his way.
He did
in
weird
that
stuff
time-
at
he
first.
did
They
weird
all
stuff.
do weird
Yeah.
stuff at first.
Yeah.
And it's really cool. The only one that
It's
stayed
12:30.
true was
Yeah.
that other guy that you liked with the robot
Yeah, but that was
Skeleton.
CBS.
skeleton.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That was CBS, and that was at 11:30. They
What's his
started
name?
pushing. That was Craig.
Thank you.
Ferguson.
Craig Ferguson?
Yes, the best of all those hosts besides Letterman. Letterman first, then him, and then Carson maybe. Alex Williams says there's a crash cleanup on 75 in Northwest Atlanta.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like any of these crashes are in a hurry to clear this afternoon, Eric. Still 2 left lanes blocked here, 75 northbound just before Morris Mill Road, exit 254, travel advisory there. I say use Northside Drive as an alternate or Howell Mill, but pack your patience there as well because those are very slow as alternates with all the trouble we have downtown. Travel advisory on the Beaver Spring connector northbound with that brush fire cleanup in 2 right lanes before you get to I-85, and it is just an absolute mess. Like I said, Northside Drive, Howell Mill, Peachtree, West Peachtree, and Piedmont, all very, very slow if you try to use those as alternates. We've also been watching a travel advisory on the south side perimeter, Kobe Dawkins.
And right now they're holding all lanes, 285 eastbound, the outer loop at Moreland Avenue, exit 53. They're holding all lanes to try to clear this crash, seeing tough delays back to I-85. You can avoid it by using I-20 as an alternate. And this report is sponsored by Staples. Have you heard the Staples Easy button is back with even more easy? Press it for custom prints, shipping services, even passport photos. Staples, that was easy. From the Corey Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Buying a new car? Need help fixing your current car? What's the safest car for a first-time buyer? The Car Guys have the answer. Join Shelley Winter and automotive expert Kevin Deutsch this and every Saturday at 12 for all your car needs. The Car Guys, presented by Butler Lexus of South Atlanta, Saturdays at noon on 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Right now, Beaver Toyota of Cumming is loaded with fresh inventory, and they're offering huge savings, low financing, and all the Beaver benefits. See them on the web at beavertoyotacumming.com. The Toyota Tundra from Beaver Toyota of Cumming, the official truck of the Home Fix-It Show.
Hi, I'm Deborah Morton, host of Inside Georgia Real Estate, right here on 95.5 WSB. Each Saturday, my show covers Atlanta's housing market and all things real estate. Reach out to me for trustworthy residential real estate advice. My team and I at The Agency Atlanta have something amazing for you. The Agency Atlanta's Home Report Card, a free, customized analysis on your home, a secret weapon to get more when the time comes to sell. Know your home's strengths and weaknesses, how your home stacks up against your competition, and when you are most likely to get top dollar. You'll know how to bring your grade up to an A+ and net more money when it's time to move. So if selling your home has even crossed your mind, let me send you the Agency Atlanta's free home report card. This is invaluable information and it's free. Go to InsideGeorgiaRealEstate.com today to connect with us at the Agency Atlanta. That's InsideGeorgiaRealEstate.com.
Here's a money-saving pro tip to keep your heating system running efficiently and avoid costly breakdowns. For just $29, you can schedule your fall checkup with TE Certified Electrical Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Chris Chandler here. Don't miss this exclusive new customer offer. Just $29 for a TE Certified fall checkup. Hurry, offer ends October 31st.
TE Certified, we love your home.
Tis the season. Have you gotten your flu shot? At All Care, our experienced flu specialists are dedicated to providing comprehensive and personalized care, from vaccines to testing to treatment. And you can walk right in to any of All Care's 15 Atlanta locations and access our unique combination of primary and immediate care under a single roof. For flu season and beyond, say goodbye to waiting for the doctor and say hello to All Care, a proud member of the Piedmont Clinically Integrated Network.
Eggland's Best, the only eggs with more fresh and delicious taste, plus superior nutrition, available in so many delicious varieties. Classic, cage-free, organic, free-range, and pasture-raised. Eggland's Best. Better taste, better nutrition, better eggs.
For many of you, it's happening. Your hair's thinning, your crown's disappearing, and maybe hair loss has you feeling your identity is lost altogether. Well, I got good news. It's Advanced Hair's incredible, yet simple, one-day treatment that starts regrowing your own natural hair the very next day, and it's guaranteed to grow for life. It's Mark Aaron back with you. We've all seen the pills and lotions that come with monthly subscriptions. They help retain what you have, but what about regrowing your hair permanently in specific areas? From Advanced Hair's state-of-the-art facilities to their world-class physicians, it's not maybe your hair will regrow. It's guaranteed that your new hair will grow. You decide how much, how thick, and where. Advanced Hair has changed tens of thousands of lives, and I've seen their results, friends. For your free consultation, $250 off, and 250 free hair grafts, call 470-660-HAIR. That's 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
Is that what's called Overnight? I feel like it had a cooler name than that.
NBC News Overnight.
It was a show that was before Bob Costas.
And this was 1982, and then it became
Linda Ellerby and somebody else, some dude. They had typewriters in front of them, and I thought it was really cool because
Lloyd Dobbins.
Lloyd Dobbins, yes. This was a great show.
Yeah.
It was a news show, but it was very chill. It was very relaxed. And they were sat behind, they each had a typewriter in front of them, and whenever one of them was out, their typewriter would have a sleeve over it, like it would be covered up, like they're not in that.
Oh, that's cool.
I thought it had a cooler name. I thought it was actually later, and then Bob Costas just took it over and turned it into something else.
No.
I guess I was wrong. All right. Hey, Greg Rush, you chooch. You got any?
Hey, you did a good job.
Hey, you got
But that word has been reclaimed, by the way, guys.
Chooch?
It's actually an AI company now.
Oh, look at that. You can't get away from it, Greg.
Whoopee.
Can't get away.
Everything's AI. There's companies that have nothing to do with AI slapping AI on their name so their stock goes up.
Oh, I know. There's and now they're taking our slurs and adding AI to them.
They've reclaimed, Chooch.
No place is safe.
Chooch AI provides hospitals and healthcare systems touchless automated inventory management.
And charges way too much, I'm sure. By the way, I saw a story that was that the average healthcare is costing $27,000. Now that's with the business and the individuals, but basically $27,000 a year for like a small family.
I believe it's insane.
Do you mean like it costs that much, or people spend that much?
No, I mean if you work for an employer and they give you health care, not in what you pay, altogether between what you pay and what they pay, it's like $27,000. That's not an individual. That's like a small family, though, right?
That's correct.
And then you also have to pay your deductible, so it's you're paying every month. Yeah. And then you got to pay $5,000.
Then a lot of businesses, what they're doing, because they still want to be there because it's costing too much. They still want to be there. And what they're doing is they're raising the deductibles because they don't want to.
Cool.
It's a family of 4, according to Jared Young.
And my HBO whatever went up too. So.
Yeah. So
$2.
Which one's more important to you?
The HBO.
Of course, you got to keep the HBO.
Yeah, if I have a broken leg and I can't get it fixed, what am I going to do all day?
Doesn't end.
Doesn't end.
What was Disney Plus when it first launched? $4.99.
Yeah.
Oh wow, it's so cheap, and then I think it's up to $15.99 now.
Well, this is the way the whole technology thing works. Is in the beginning, you kind of give it away, and you're trying to just get market share. That makes your valuation, booms, and then eventually you got to walk on your own feet. All the venture capital money goes away, or in the case of Disney, the investing that the company put in it, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh well, we got all the people here. We think it'll be kind of difficult for them to leave.
Yeah, they're trapped now.
They're trapped.
Uber with the yellow cab industry in New York. Hey, come in. Rides cost $5 to go across the city. You don't even have to tip.
Yeah.
And then all the yellow cabs where the drivers, mortgage their futures, spend $1 million to get the medallion to drive the cab. Suddenly that's got no value and they don't know what to do with their lives.
Yeah, but the Uber thing is it's a little bit worse than, because like Disney is just prioritizing something. The way the venture capitalists work there is they give these companies a bunch of money. They give everything away because they got money to burn. They get a huge bunch of people, and then the venture capitalist gets what they got out of it. They walk away with a profit, and they leave this business that never had a model to be profitable left behind. And that's what you have in Uber and so many of these other companies. Alex Williams says there's a big jam on the West Side Perimeter.
Yeah, we are watching this big jam on I-285 northbound at the outer loop, or the inner loop, I should say, getting up to I-20. 2 separate problems over there, Eric. Stalled big rig in the second left lane, 285 northbound, the inner loop north of Highway 166, Langford Parkway. Once you get past that, you still have that overturned big rig crash cleanup on the right shoulder at I-20. So all that combined, jamming up the ride from Camp Creek Parkway, and 2 left lanes still blocked, 75 north and northwest Atlanta before Moores Mill Road, exit 254, and that plus the brush fire cleanup on the Beaver Spring connector northbound before I-85 in the right lanes has just ruined the ride through downtown. I really recommend taking 285 on either side of town north of I-20 to avoid those delays. Travel advisory on the south side perimeter, Kobe Dawkins.
Yeah, 285 eastbound, the outer loop right at Moreland Avenue, exit 53. Crash cleanup remains, blocking 2 left lanes, seeing tough delays stretching past Riverdale Road. You can avoid it by taking I-20 as an alternate. And traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age system, maker, model. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Hey y'all, it's Belinda Skelton for Four Seasons Home Care. As many of you know, I lost both my parents recently, but I'm so thankful they were able to finish their lives at home where they wanted to be. And Four Seasons Home Care was so helpful to my family throughout the process. I get emails from listeners all the time and why I trusted Four Seasons Home Care. They tell me I don't want just anyone to care for my parents. Well, of course you don't. So here's why I work with Four Seasons Home Care. This is a real family-owned company. They vet and hire every single one of their caregiving specialists, and they don't farm out the care to contractors, and they're not some national corporation. So here's my advice, folks. Call Four Seasons Home Care and just start the conversation. decision. Do your homework. This is a huge decision. It's a 100% free call that can change everything. Google Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta. That's Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta.
Comcast Business can help turn your small business into a connected, secure, modern business. It's how retailers become constantly connecting must-visit shops. How restaurants become reliably up and running neighborhood favorites. How healthcare offices become the data-protecting caregivers that we all depend on. And how wealth management firms become cyber-securing guardians of your information. With reliable connectivity, enhanced cybersecurity, and Wi-Fi backup, your business can stay connected and get threat-ready with Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with our reliable business internet. Plus, stay connected when you add Wi-Fi backup for just $35 a month. And ask about a $400 prepaid card on a qualifying gig bundle. Call today. Restrictions apply. Wireless Connect requires business internet for additional monthly charge. Taxes and other fees extra. Prepaid card offer ends 11/16/25.
Mike Rowe here with a random fact. More than half of the homes that have basements in North America will experience water damage. It's true. Whether it's basement moisture, flooding, or bowing walls, do yourself a favor and call a Groundworks company. I spent some time working with these guys. They're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to waterproof your basement and stabilize your walls. Schedule a free inspection with AquaGuard, a Groundworks company, and tell them Mike sent you.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Pro athletes and attorneys count on George Stein, the DUI lawyer. You can too. GeorgeStein.com.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News.
Weather.
Traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 6:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by the Lloyd Advisory Group. Our top local story, a Paulding County man dies after he's tased by a Cobb County police officer. Now the GBI is called in to investigate the use of force incident.
A Cobb County police officer responding to a hit-and-run call reports a man, later ID'd as 47-year-old Timothy Sheets, was walking in the road and told the officer he'd been shot. Though seeing no injuries, he asked Sheets to get into a patrol car to be safe. Instead, he says he ended up tasing Sheets, who walked into traffic and tried to get into a passing vehicle. Officers helped, quote-unquote, secure Sheets then. It's not clear when, but preliminary information says Sheets became unresponsive, was evaluated by an EMS, yet pronounced dead at the hospital. Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
72 degrees in Atlanta. A chilly morning tomorrow before a nice warm-up in the afternoon. When is the next rain chance? Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards is coming up. A social media video showing a self-driving vehicle passing a stopped school bus in Atlanta leads to a federal investigation. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says based on the millions of miles driven by Waymo vehicles here and in other cities, it's looking into their performance around stop school buses and how the system complies with school bus traffic safety law. A man accused of threatening to shoot up Hartsfield-Jackson Airport this week appears before a U.S. magistrate in Atlanta today. The next court appearance for Billy Cagle is a detention hearing that's scheduled for Monday. A preliminary hearing is now set for November 5th. The U.S. military carries out its 8th strike against an alleged drug boat. 2 people are dead. CBS News military consultant Jeff McCausland says this is the latest strike, and it occurred in the eastern Pacific Ocean.
Based on the fact that this was in the Pacific, it's more than likely have emanated from Colombia, as was the previous, the number 7th boat that was sunk. It's believed that that was perhaps linked to this group called Ejército de Liberación Nacional, which is a Colombian guerrilla group.
This brings the death toll from all of the strikes now to at least 34. The Trump administration ramps up trade tensions, raising a lot of worries on Wall Street.
The White House late Wednesday announcing new sanctions against Russia, targeting its oil giants Lukoil and Rosneft in an effort to pressure Russia's Vladimir Putin into talks to end his war against Ukraine. The White House also considering new restrictions on exports of U.S. software to China. That's in retaliation for China's curbs on exports of rare earth minerals into the U.S. and new fees it charges to U.S. ships at Chinese ports. I'm Bloomberg's Tom Busby for 95.5 WSB.
Stockbridge police are searching for a 38-year-old burglary suspect who escaped from Piedmont Henry Hospital. Brittany Caldwell is accused of stealing clothes and other items from a home on Blackhall Road. She was later taken to the hospital for evaluation. She escaped while being escorted to the restroom. Anyone with information about her whereabouts should contact Stockbridge Police or Crime Stoppers. There is a picture of her on our website and on the WSB radio app. Governor Kemp will be in South South Korea this week as part of an international economic development mission.
Kemp's trip to South Korea was planned before federal agents raided the Hyundai battery plant in South Georgia. 6 weeks ago, ICE took hundreds of people, mostly South Korean nationals, into custody before releasing them a week later without charges. Kemp's office says the time in Korea will focus on reinforcing strategic partnerships to celebrate the 40th anniversary of the Georgia Trade Office in Seoul. It marks Kemp's third visit to Korea as governor. Cheryl Castro, 95.5 WSB.
News about your health now. The most widely used COVID vaccine may offer a surprise benefit for some cancer patients.
The molecule that powers the mRNA COVID vaccines appears to help the immune system respond better to certain immunotherapy drugs, says the research from MD Anderson Cancer Center in Houston and the University of Florida. The result was people with advanced lung or skin cancer lived substantially longer.
Chuck Severson reports, according to the lead researcher, the vaccine acts like a siren to activate immune cells throughout the body. It is now 6:34, time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic begins with Alex Williams.
It has been a very rough Wednesday afternoon out on the roadways, Bill, and unfortunately that continues. We've been dealing with that crash 285 eastbound, the outer loop south side perimeter at Moreland Avenue, exit 53. They are making progress with it. Now just one right lane block, but still slow as you leave the Riverdale Road area by the airport. 285 northbound, the inner loop, stalled Big Rig in the second left lane above Langford Parkway. And believe it or not, brush fire cleanup continues. Beaufort Spring Connector northbound before I-85 there in Midtown. Only a left lane is open, and it is just a really ugly ride all the way through downtown. Don't even try the surface streets. Use 285 and north of I-20 as your alternates, because you're also going to need that alternate for a crash in northwest Atlanta. Kobe Dawkins.
And at 75 northbound just before Moores Mill Road, exit 254. Crash cleanup remains. It's blocking 2 left lanes. Seeing those delays back onto the downtown connector to Langford Parkway. From the Corey Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Clear and cool through the late night hours. Lows tonight dropping down into the mid-40s. Tomorrow, sunny skies, high 73. Sunshine on Friday with a morning low of 48, afternoon high 74. Saturday will be the best day this weekend to be outside. Partly cloudy, morning low 50, afternoon high 71. Rain showers return on Sunday. It's going to be breezy, cloudy, and rather cool with a high of 65. Rain showers continue on Monday, high 63.
Right now, 69 in Peachtree Corners, 67 in Douglasville, and 67 in McDonough. More news at 7 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Men. Trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Priority Men's Medical Center restores your love life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To restore your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
Hi, I'm Dustin, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. As director of diamond sourcing, it's my job to make sure every single diamond is worthy of a Shane Company engagement ring. Our team travels the world to see diamonds in person and handpick each one. That type of dedication only comes from working for a company that's been a family business since 1929. No matter your budget, your diamond is guaranteed to be the most beautiful because a friend wants you to pick from only the best. Drop by your store or shaneco.com and see for yourself. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
You're ready for a new deck, but don't know where to start. You can DIY, use an unlicensed chuck in a truck, an overpriced luxury designer, or you can choose us. Hi, I'm Scott Nelson, owner of Nelson Exteriors, and we do decks differently. We build beautiful, high-end decks at a reasonable price with lots of options. We're licensed and insured. We'll work with the materials you choose and stay within your budget. Call Nelson Exteriors for an extraordinary deck renovation. Google Nelson Exteriors.
Also, takeaway 2 is first read.
That's what the Falcons need to do this weekend.
Yeah, they need to look better than they did last weekend.
Penix says he's going to play on Saturday, or on Sunday, rather. So we'll see.
Didn't part of you want to see what Kirk would do?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, he's been now very, very healthy.
I've been talking. Remember, I brought this up before the season started for the Falcons. I said I feel like Kirk Cousins' story in Atlanta is not done yet. Not because I'm not pulling for Michael Penix,
right?
But Michael Penix,
he does have a history. I forgot about. First of all, he's older when he came out because he played in college longer.
Yeah.
And I forgot that he had a couple of ACLs. And
on the same leg.
Yeah.
And, I mean, his knee, on that last drive, I watched every bit of that game on Sunday Night Football. And on that last drive, he could not hit anybody. And I worry about his health.
Yeah. But he doesn't want to walk away because you got Kirk behind you, who is somebody who has shown in the past that he can have flashes for a few games. And so he doesn't want, and that's what you want. He wants to go play. If the doctor says he's fine, I guess he's fine.
Yeah.
So
either way, if we lose to the Dolphins, we're in trouble. Like there's some
well,
problems.
you know what? So that's true for the Atlanta Falcons, who I'm rooting for. Also true for my Buffalo Bills. We lose to the Panthers. There's trouble.
Can we do a handshake deal?
There's trouble. If they don't come out and dominate and just go, okay, we're the old team again. There's trouble in River City.
Can we do a handshake deal because it benefits both sides? You guys take care of the Panthers.
I love the Falcons.
But I'm saying like from a divisional standpoint too.
Yes.
If you guys beat the Panthers, it helps us. If we beat the Dolphins, it helps
this
you.
is something you don't quite understand. Fans have nothing to say about this.
Exactly.
How much we root for our team.
No, this handshake deal.
Let the
football gods know.
No, I mean, we can have our handshake deal, and then Josh Allen wakes up with the flu. So it's like the fans really don't have anything to.
Penix is listening right now, so he's going to try extra.
For Jared.
Yeah.
I still believe him. He's got a hell of an arm.
He said for that Bolivian Japanese hybrid hillbilly.
Yeah,
I am going to do my best this weekend.
By the way, not a sports show.
Of course not. Greg Russ.
Yeah.
Got a big. You have the. It's a big deal. The final New York City mayoral debate tonight. Will you and your lady be sitting there on the couch?
No. I will not be paying attention to it.
Really?
I'm not voting for any of them.
Not even for entertainment reasons.
No, I don't find it to be entertaining. It's just not fun. Boring. You've got these candidates that I don't care about any of them. I'm going to go vote because there's some propositions on the ballot.
Yeah.
I'll go vote for that. I'm skipping.
How you feel about Prop 75? I'm always surprised about is like when I moved to California in the mid '90s, and there would be something like Prop 70. It's like shouldn't we be on like Prop 3,450? How does it work?
Well,
Every
didn't
new
it
year?
start in the '90s?
Yeah, it's impossible there. Now, I don't know how New York State is now. But if you live in California for any period of time, you will understand why it's very hard to govern there. Because you have the government, but then you have all these propositions. And so it is true that they keep putting Democrats in power and stuff like that. But then in the propositions, they'll basically say, well, you can't do the things that you want to do. And then if Republicans are in power, they'll vote for propositions and say, don't you? And so you end up in this weird kind of thing where it's very difficult to govern a state like that. I'm not a fan of propositions necessarily. And I think in California, it's not like New York State or other places where it's just kind of like usually kind of locally, very local. These are statewide propositions in California. I'm assuming you're talking about like citywide propositions that you would be
Some of them are
voting
state
for.
also.
Yeah.
For example, we have our mayoral election in an off year, so they want to switch it to a presidential year because the turnout is notoriously awful.
Sure.
It's
that
so
makes
low.
sense. You'll be voting yes on that?
I'll be voting yes on that, but the problem is it wouldn't go into effect this term, but the next mayoral term would be 3 years, but it wouldn't count against the 2-term limit. So conceivably, somebody like Grifter Mamdani could have 3 terms in office.
Is that your Grifter Mamdani? Is that what you're
Grifter? He's a grifter. He's a grifter. The guy's
he's a politician. You might as well say he's a politician. Like all politicians are grifters. He's promising things. He's promising things
rice with my hands.
Yeah. Well, he's promising things that he can't deliver. To me, that's a politician. I don't see anything all that
Trump said
remarkable
nice things about him today. Not really nice.
Well, they want him to win.
Yeah.
At this point, the Republicans want him in because they think it's going to go so.
Exactly, which is not really true.
No.
He has to go through Hochul.
And I'll do whatever he wants.
No, she won't do that because she's up for re-election and she can't go too extreme.
And upstate and Western New York are not, they're not liberal the way that the city is. So it's a balance.
Go Bills.
But Trump will pull all the funding for the city as much as he can. That's his plan.
How much federal funding does the city get? As much as any other city, or is there more in New York City? I'm wondering.
Well, there's quite a bit. There's they're trying to dig new tunnels under the Hudson River that they've been doing for decades at this point, and it finally started. And Trump doesn't like the fact that there's a law that says, businesses run by women need to be hired in this, so he pulled a lot of the funding. Now
well, it's not. You can put it on that. I think if you pull away from that, what they're saying is the bid should go to the best contractor with the lowest bid.
I agree with that.
That's it.
I do.
And
I don't think there's any discrimination. If the best contractor was a company run by a woman and they were very good, nobody's going to say no. We're not hiring them.
Exactly. So I know when these things are reported, they always single out. Well, this is if you're really good at building and this sort of thing, nobody cares what your gender is. Now, is there an old boys club as far as making these bids? Probably, but reform that.
Yeah.
Reform that. Don't say that you have to have 3 of these and 4 of those and 7 of this other kind in order to be able to bid.
They never reform the right thing.
Yeah.
Housing's too expensive in New York. Reform the city council. Don't give them so much power. Don't make it so difficult to build. Freezing the rent. That's like, okay.
It's not going to do anything. First of all, it's not going to make any housing available because nobody's going to leave because anywhere they go, they're going to pay higher rent, right?
Exactly.
So you're not making anything more available.
No, and you don't have, and then you have landlords. A lot of the times when the rent is frozen, if a person leaves on their own, because that's the only way you can get rid of them quite often, they don't put the apartment back on the market. They just sit on it because it's not worth it. You don't get enough out of it in terms of rent. So they can do a tax write-off instead, and that'll actually bring them probably more money.
What happens in death? That's it, though, right? You can't just pass a rent-controlled thing over to your kid or something.
A rent-controlled, you can. So there's different things. Rent-controlled is where the price just does not move, and those are pretty rare.
Right.
That doesn't exist too much. But if you do have one of those, you can pass it to a family member. Rent-stabilized is when it's vacated, it's a fair market value. You can rent it for what you want. But then when the person's in it, as long as they're paying their rent, they always have to be offered a new lease. You can't kick them out. And then the rent control board says what you can raise it every year. So it's usually
by a percentage.
3%.
Right.
3%. And so that's what Mamdani says he's going to do. He's going to say 0. The rent control board says you can't raise it at all.
Yeah, well, then people stop being landlords after a certain amount of time.
They don't invest in the buildings.
They don't invest. And there's no reason. There's no reason to keep it up. But see, the other side of this, though, is that yeah, all of these things are true, but things have gotten so out of whack, and you cannot expect every person to have an economics degree or understand the theories of Milton Friedman or the Austrian School of Economics. And what people see is, hey, this system ain't working for me. It's working for people with more money than me. And so when somebody says, hey, we're going to give you something, they just go, yeah, how about I get a free bus ride? God knows Blackstone's gotten enough out of the government. And what I'm saying is, while I know the pitfalls of where this is going, I absolutely understand why people would vote for this guy.
I do too.
And capitalists who are doing well, who are entrepreneurs and make their money in the capitalist system are simply going to have to recognize at some point this system has to appear to work for most people.
Amen, Eric.
Most people
Amen.
aren't just going to get a third job and recognize it ain't going to happen for me just because this is the best idea. It's just not. I still read the Wall Street Journal and they respond to this. Well, don't they know, blah, blah. No, we live in a world where banks are too big to fail. People saw that. But if they get in trouble, they can fail. The government is perfectly fine with them failing. The government will allow these predators like, I don't care. Sorry if you're a salesperson and you're maybe getting them. Klarna, that's a predator. Regulations allow all of these people who already have wealth to prey upon those who don't have any wealth and dig themselves deeper into debt, And so what people will see is, well, capitalism doesn't work for me. It's working for these guys up there, and they're getting free stuff. Why shouldn't I get free stuff? It's not going to work out. I understand that, but capitalists need to understand that in order for everybody to buy into this system, it's going to have to appear to be good for most of the time. Alex Williams sees gridlock conditions downtown.
It has just been one of those days downtown, Eric, and not one we want to remember. 75 northbound long-standing crash cleanup in northwest Atlanta continues in 2 left lanes before Moores Mill Road exit 254. Those delays stretch back onto the downtown connector. Some good news. Finally, all that fire department activity has cleared on the Beaver Spring connector northbound in Midtown, north of Piedmont Road before I-85. Unfortunately, it's going to take a while to untangle the mess that's left behind on Peachtree, Spring, West Peachtree, and Piedmont. So just hang in there if you're stuck on those interstates. I still recommend using 285 north of I-20 if you're trying to head up toward the northern suburbs. On the west side interloop, Stalled Big Rig still in a center lane, 285 northbound the interloop north of Highway 166 Langford Parkway. And we've had crash cleanup on 285 on the south side perimeter, Kobe Dawkins.
Yeah, 285 eastbound the outer loop at Moreland Avenue exit 53. Crash cleanup now just blocking one right lane, so those delays should start to improve, but you can always avoid it by taking I-20 as an alternate. And this report is sponsored by Staples. Have you heard? The Staples Easy button is back with even more easy. Press it for custom prints, shipping services, even passport photos. Staples, that was easy. From the Corey Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
When traffic
No
hits,
traffic getting through in either direction.
the Triple Team Traffic Center has you covered.
Even the bridge over 75 is being held.
Your source for Atlanta's traffic.
Traffic out of Spaghetti Junction along 285 westbound and a crash on Peachtree Boulevard 141 southbound before 285.
Brought to you by the Cool Ray Lifetime Parts and Labor Warranty.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
If you have Medicaid and are new to Medicare, you may qualify to enroll in a Humana Medicare Advantage dual eligible special needs plan with a lot more benefits like dental, vision, and hearing, along with helpful support when you need it most. Now is the time to see if you qualify to enroll. It only takes a few minutes to find out if you're eligible. Our licensed sales agents are ready to help you understand your options. So this Medicare planning season, we can help you plan well. Learn more at humanaduals.com. Humana, a more human way to healthcare. Humana is a dual-eligible special needs HMO SNP plan with a Medicare contract and a contract with the state Medicaid program. Enrollment in any Humana plan depends on contract renewal.
This is Jonathan Geller at D. Geller & Son Jewelers. Our fall bridal event is back. Whether you're shopping for an engagement, wedding, or celebrating an anniversary or milestone, D. Geller & Son's fall bridal event is the only place you'll have this many choices and get this much value. Up to $3,000 off when you make an appointment, or 36 months 0% APR financing. This weekend at D. Geller & Son's fall bridal event, Friday through Sunday in Kennesaw and Sandy Springs. Make an appointment at dgeller.com.
Affordable jewelry for everyone is at D. Geller & Son.
When you come home after being away, you see your home with fresh eyes. And eventually, you'll roll up to your old garage door and finally notice how chipped and faded that rusty old slab really is. But that's the first thing people see when they come visit. A 250 square foot bent aluminum lime green garage door that also squeaks. Welcome to our home. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Our design consultants can help you find a strong, quiet, modern garage door that anyone would be proud to come home to. Modern materials that won't crack, dent, or fade. In contemporary styles that showcase your home's design. Call Mo Better Garage and let us show you just how joyful arriving back home can be.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
Beaver Direct Certified, providing the highest quality vehicles at the very best prices. Every vehicle undergoes rigorous reconditioning with an industry-leading 12-month, 12,000-mile certified warranty. Visit us at BeaverToyotaComing.com and see why everyone loves Beaver Direct.
'Tis the season. Have you gotten your flu shot? At All Care, our experienced flu specialists are dedicated to providing comprehensive and personalized care, from vaccines to testing to treatment. And you can walk right in to any of All Care's 15 Atlanta locations and access our unique combination of primary and immediate care under a single roof. For flu season and beyond, say goodbye to waiting for the doctor and say hello to All Care, a proud member of the Piedmont Clinically Integrated Network.
Fall is a busy time, and selling your home can be overwhelming. Get a guaranteed cash offer from Mark Spain Real Estate and sell your home stress-free and for the most money. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
New investigations break on Channel 2 Action News. We get problems solved, plain and simple. Every day we follow the facts.
Started digging, only to find...
Getting you the answers you need now.
We have live. Team 2 coverage.
Channel 2 never stops advocating for you.
An investigation regarding your tax dollars.
We're more than just Atlanta's news.
A warning for consumers regarding...
We've got your back all over North Georgia. See what's new, live, every day at 4, 5, and 6 on Channel 2 Action News.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Susan, I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic is terrible.
It sure is. But on top of that, gas prices have been skyrocketing. I can't believe how expensive gas has gotten recently.
Prices at the pump are up, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
And does that actually add up to anything?
I've made around $200.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code AUTO for an extra 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code AUTO for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code AUTO for 25 cents per gallon cash back on your first fill-up.
Well, I certainly hope that the audience has been entertained by our show today. I may be feeling, a little bit maybe unsure of that. And the reason is because I look up at the monitor, and, we have CNN on the monitor, and I think, well, I hope people are being entertained by our show. But knowing in the back of my mind, there is nothing more entertaining than watching Tony Shalhoub eat bread.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Should I just let that go? We just can't get there.
Meals with Monk.
I think that we work. It's a whole show. It's a series. He just goes around the world eating bread. Would you watch that, Greg? You want to watch a show about Tony Shalhoub?
I would check it out.
Eating bread.
I'm somewhat interested in checking it out. I don't know if I'd watch it on a regular basis.
It seems like the premise is one of those things it's almost like a high school project. Every culture can be seen through their bread. And like the first couple, yeah, maybe, but I want to keep going in. Episode 7, episode 8.
Let's try to jump in.
What's America?
America?
White bread? Wonder bread?
Probably.
Look at our fake, highly processed bread.
What it is these networks see the success of like Guy Fieri back in the day,
I know.
Anthony Bourdain.
But this is supposed to be
20
more
years
of a thing. This is supposed to be more of a thing where we're gonna find out about people through the bread they eat. Very NPR.
I'm Caitlin Collins. Eat popsicles with me.
All right, we're gonna go off and eat some popsicles ourselves. We didn't have him in here. This Shelley Winter keeps telling me.
I got a great show.
He's going to join it. You got a good one for tonight? Shelley Winter's up next. He's got a great radio show for you. We'll be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. You're all invited to join us. But until then, continue on your journey. Don't piss off the